crap, I forgot to do the stinger. Well, yeah. Shoot. Well, it's not scuff. It's not a Crash Star stream if there's no scuff. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, hello, Henshin, hello, everybody. It's me. I'm back. I'm back again once more. How's it going? It's me. It's me. I am double checking a few things, but yes, we are back. We are back with more Bakeru. We're gonna go to... Oh, I need to pull up another tab on a thing. Oh, my goodness. I can do things. I know how to do things. I have things down pat. Because I know what I'm doing, clearly. No, I don't. Okay. Double checking. Hello, Black Wolf. Hello, Speedstar. As always, it's a pleasure to see you. Alright. Kumamoto! Let's go. Kumamoto Castle Glow Up. Did it look bad before or something? Or did it just get a much severe improve and joke over? There we go. I need my juice. All right. What do you got? 5,000, huh? Well, I don't have that much at the moment. Oh, I probably need to... There we go. I think that's good. Oh, it's another one of these. I see. Just gotta get back into the groove here. Okay. Double checking something. I know, I keep doing that. Okay, now I see it. Yeah. There you are, you little bastard. What do you got this time? You're not that stinky. Stink bugs can pass out from their own stink. What's that? No, I'm not passing out. Stink bugs can pass out from... Wow. I feel like at that point it becomes a detriment. You know what I mean? Like if you're passing out off your own, you know, emissions, you're pretty freaking stinky. This is why it's important to stay clean. Maintain hygiene, cleanliness. This is why I bathe at least twice a day. Bare minimum. Because there's one thing I don't want to be called, it's stinky. That's just embarrassing. Also, it just feels nice. It just feels nice to be clean. But yes, we are back with Bakeru. I have been meaning to get back on this. Sorry for missing it last time, but we're here now. Looking for all that trivia, finding all the tanukis. All kinds of fun stuff. Although, I do have plans. Because as of right now, it is October the 1st. Spooky month has officially begun. And while I may not be necessarily a aficionado on all things horror or things spooky, I do have some things planned for this particular month. I do have some things that I would very much like to show off on stream. I've already kind of alluded to, I've already basically said what one of them is going to be. Oh boy. I was wondering for a moment, oh, what am I going to do after Visions of Mana? What will I do? Oh. I guess I'll do that. I guess I'll do that. Something that will make you scream. Look, if it's something that's gonna actually scare the piss out of me, like a little bit of scaring, that's fine. A little bit of scary stuff, that's fine. But so just straight up, if I can't actually play the game, we're not gonna make a lot of progress. So like RE7 is off the table, something along those lines. Straight up stuff that's gonna jump scare me? Yeah, no. Frickin' hate jump scares. I hate them so much. What's up, Scoop? Plucking nose hairs. Your eyes start to water if you pluck a nose hair. No shit. I've heard only the eye of the side that you plucked from will get watery. I'm gonna try it. Why? Why? Why would you do that? Why? Why? There's no point. I mean, look. It's important to maintain... This is part of the... I guess this is the hygiene level. Ari scares you? No, 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 no. Ari doesn't scare me. Like, I mentioned that before. I mentioned that with Devin. It's like, Resident Evil doesn't scare me. Jump scares scare me. But it's like, with RE7... Like, with RE4 and 5 and the other ones that are in third person... Like, okay, with 2 Remake, whenever Mr. X just pops up out of fucking nowhere and scares the hell out of me, I'm like, oh, jeez. But I got through RE2. No, it's first person horror is another level that kind of is like, no, okay, because it's more intimate. It's more intimate. It's more in your face, you know. It's a bit more spooky, and also RE7, at least from what I remember about it, is a lot more, shall we say, it's a lot less funny scary than the other RE games. I mean, it has some RE8 and 4 remake aren't as scary. No, yeah, 8 because 8 gets a little goofy because, you know, you have stuff like with Heisenberg and all that stuff. I'm just not the biggest horror aficionado, but I have stuff set aside, like Balan. I might not do that this Friday, but it'll probably be on a Friday stream. That's gonna be the true horror. Bad video game. The true nightmare of... Yeah. Yes, Balan Wonderworld, truly the scariest of games. It's scary to me of what it could have been. It could have been so good. It could have been so good. And there's like ghost stages or some shit like that in there. It's kind of on the kind of that. Look, man. If I don't have a justifiable reason as to why I'm playing it, then then fucking, I'm sad the director bet his whole career on that game. Yeah, yeah, the director, had some other shit, has some other stuff to worry about besides just, you know, Balan being a flop. Is he still in prison? I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's him. I think he still might be in prison. I'm not 100% certain. Kumamoto. He's in what? I think he's in prison, right? The creator, like the director of Balan, I think he's in prison, right? I'm pretty sure he is. If the Sonic dad is still in prison. If he's still in prison, I don't know. I haven't been keeping abreast of like, oh yeah, this guy is still in prison. It's not like there's a, you know, it's not like there's an official website that says, yes, the creator of Sonic is still in prison or whatever. What did he do? I think it was like insider trading or something like that. It's been a while since I remember that. I think it was based off some like... I think it was based off like one of those Final Fantasy gacha games, I think. One of the dead ones. Oh, the slowdown. Come on, Switch, you can do it. But he did do insider trading. Again, don't quote me on this. I don't just, what a way to go. Don't quote me on all of this. I'm not like, I am not as fully researched on this stuff as I should be. And it's been a while since it happened. The toughest skin is on your heels. It's because it supports your entire body weight. By the way, the thinnest skin is on your eyelid. Stop talking about eyes. Oh, God. Just the word eyelid is also just a... Ugh, I don't like that word. Probably because it just is like... Okay. Take that, you octopus. Could be worse. Could be peepers. Peepers isn't that bad. That one actually is kind of a cute word. Peepers is actually kind of a cute word. Yeah. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna eat the delicious bento inside you. Oh no, it's just money. I can't eat gold. Ooh, I see treasure. I want that. I want that. You say that, but angels of death would like to have a word with you. Hee-ho, Crash. Hee-ho indeed. Ah! Angels of death? I don't know if I... Is that a Doctor Who thing? Ah, probably should have gone there. One of the villains of the game says peepers nonstop. Ah, I see. I see. All right, that... There we go. An RPG Maker style game. It also got an anime. Really? You got watermelon. Have you tried Japanese delicacies? Not just yet. I need to find a proper... It's on the list of stuff. It's on my list. We were asking last Bakeru stream I was in. That was the last Bakeru stream, I believe that's where we talked about all the Japanese delicacies. It is on my list of stuff to do. It is on my list. Just need to actually find a place local that actually sells it. Okay. I'm also kind of like, so I don't have to do... Am I like only halfway through this game? According to this collectibles guide, I might just very well be only halfway through. This is a big ass game. This is a very, very large game. Out of here. Is there treasure? Delicious treasure here. Oh. Ooh, lotus root stuffed with spicy mustard. Bakeru, Bakeru. Yeah. There we go. But yes, I do have a few special things planned for the month of the spooks. Of spookiness. Of the ghouls and ghosts and whatnot. I'm not actually playing ghosts and goblins. No, that's a little too... that probably might be a little too much for me. Oh, there you are. What do you got, Scoop? Secretly sold meat. In the olden days in Japan, it was illegal to eat meat. What? So the sellers renamed horse meat to cherry blossoms and boar meat to peonies and sold them on the down low. What? That's a thing? It's illegal to eat meat. I was hoping that was a Ghosts and Goblins reference. I think the closest to Ghosts and Goblins I'm going to be doing anytime soon was that one little cameo from an Astrobot. Speaking of which, whenever that actually, the DLC drops, I'll do another stream of that, of Astrobot. That's not Halloween related. I don't think that's coming out until like November or something like that. So not for a little while. Yo, Crash. How's Boemon? Hey, Dokro. It is going well. Bakeru is going pretty well. How have you been, Dokro? I hope your streaming has been going well. Okay. Oh, crap. Food. Delicious. It has. Good to hear. Good to hear. Away I go. Yeah, I haven't got it. But yes, I have one spooky game or a horror adjacent game planned. And some other stuff planned for the month of all the scary and creeps and all that stuff, and maybe some other stuff. I have a few things that could potentially work out pretty well for October. Now, granted, I just need to kind of get through a few of these other games that are currently on the rotation. But Visions of Mana is over, so Friday is kind of opened up a little bit for stuff I can stream, and I feel like any hints for shitstorm of bitsborm of berryness. I already said I'm gonna be doing you weren't here for that, but I already said I'll be doing Balan Wonderworld on like Fridays. Not this Friday. I think I have another thing planned. I want to try doing some fighting games properly this time for Friday. But for but it will be happening, and that's mainly just like, it's so bad it's scary, something like that, something along those lines. And because like, how else am I, Jesus fucking Christ, yeah. Otherwise I have no other way to justify playing that game. Where do where do farts go? You ever wondered where farts go when you hold them in? Apparently they get absorbed into the bloodstream. Oh. Excuse me? What do you mean? What do you mean, you sentient piece of shit? What do you mean farts go in the bloodstream? What do you mean? You can make it a Christmas game. You gift us the gift of ban. I would never do that. That's not a gift. That's not a gift, super nerd. It would be appropriate considering all the Knights games are very Christmas coded, Christmas themed, but that's not a gift. That's a fucking, that's oh wait, there's a Tanuki somewhere around here, right? It's not a gift. So does this count as educational? Does this? I mean, maybe? I don't know, really, bro. Cause like I've had my friend pop on stream a few times, and they were kind of like, because they live in Japan, like the joke is like, oh hey, you obviously know all things Japan related, so you can probably confirm or deny whether this is accurate or not, right? And they're just kind of like, I don't know, this is news to me too. And it's like, oh. So I don't know what is accurate and what is not. It could be a lump of coal. I would never do that to my chat. I would never do that to anyone who deemed to watch my stream. That would be rude. Hey! My disguise is perfect. You saw right through it, Bakeru. Yeah! Ryuga! Isn't that one Beyblade character? Although they pronounce his name Ryuga. Like Ryu from Street Fighter. Goodness gracious. But no, I have a few things planned for the month of October. I have themes planned for certain things. Oh look, it's the rabbit in the moon. That's right, Jean-Claude Van Damme. No, he played Guile. He played Guile. He didn't play Ryu, he played Guile. Not Guile from Third Strike, no, Guile from other Street Fighter. Ba-da. Yeah, I did it. Still gotta work on my Terry and SO6, and I actually gotta work on Marvel MVC 2 before Devin just beats my ass. Kumamoto Castle. Are there collectibles here? There are not. Oh. Same, bro. Face off against Oracle Saitaro. Oh, shit. We're actually fighting against the final boss, or the main antagonist so far. The all-American hero played by a Belgian guy. Oh, we're still talking about Guile. Yeah. The muscles from Brussels, I believe, was his nickname. Who apparently was also supposed to play like the Predator or something like that in some capacity. All right. Oracle Saitaro. Let's go fight him. I'm gonna go beat his ass. Ah. Let's go. Face off against Oracle Saitaro. Oh yeah, the first Predator's on, but he hated the original costume for it, so he passed the role. It was something like that. Yeah, because it was like a giant lobster thing. All right. Increased strength. Max out Henge meter. I'll take that. Increase speed. Yeah, just make my Henge meter ready. Okay. So you're the worms who've been going around messing up my festival. Insolent pest! Who's there? That voice is unmistakable. What's this Joker look like? Oh. That's gotta be clogging up your sinuses, bro. Oracle Saitaro, Festival Troop Chief. Oracle Saitaro. Wait, this dude dressed up like a clown is actually Oracle Saitaro? Clown? Do you not have eyes? This is formal festival attire. Never mind. Why are you worms messing with my festival? I received orders from the heavens to hold festivals all over Japan. I'm just trying to make this a fun country all year long. Washo! No, you're bending people to your will. This festival isn't fun for anyone but you. That's just your opinion. Let's try changing your mind. Heh, do your worst. Oh, gee. It looks kind of tasty, but also I don't want to. Oh, dang. Okay, what else you got? Oh, right, he has a... Wait, those are candied apples. And then explode! Rockets explode! Ah, oh crap. I thought I banged against the mic. Ah! This is going fine. Alright, now what's your thing? Oh, firework. Ugh! This is fine. This is going fine. This is just fine. This is fine and dandy. Ugh. Little more. You're done. That was easy. Yeah, some of the bosses have not been super hard. Oh, is he still going? No, I think he's done. Woohoo! I won! He did it, Bakeru. Awesome job. Ugh, you worms were tough. I can't believe I lost. Washoi. I'll admit it. You're a strong opponent. Washoi. This won't happen again. You win this time, but I'll be back. Mark my words. Ah, he got away. Maybe Oracle will learn from this experience and mature a bit. Let's not lose focus. We need to find the other Nanakusa girls. Did we find one? Oh, look, they got a little onesie. They're in a little dinosaur outfit. Okay. Seti. Thanks a bunch. The name's Seti. I'm a Nanakusa girl. I'm 5 and I love dinosaurs. Grawr! Dinosaurs are cool. Aren't you energetic? I guess some of the Nanakusa girls are just kids. Oh, Sari, I'm so happy to see you safe and sound. This boy's going to need our help. Will you help him? Sure. Grawr! Is she Bubble Bobble? Oh, she might be. 2 is a company. 3 is a crowd. We've rescued 3 girls so far. Since we've reached the south, time to head north. Right, to the north. Full speed. I remember Bubble Bobble. Didn't play much of it, but I remember it. Ah. There were 7 of them, right? God, this is a big fucking map. Figured this game would have been over by now, but it's I always die in the boss fights, so I never made much progress in them. Fukui, Gifu, Oyama, and Ishikawa. Oh, we're gonna see Goemon there? But I am Goemon, aren't I? I'm basically Goemon. Alright. Castle in the Clouds. Oh, I see. Soka. In this stage, the gimmick is the draw distance. Ooh, are you new? Ow. Wow, wait, just like Silent Hill. You're like if Goemon and Taiko no Tatsujin had a baby. That's cool. I like that. Da 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 na 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 Goemon. All right, boys. What trivia are we getting this time? What do you got? The Mackerel Road. The road that used to transport mackerel from Fukui to Kyoto is known as the Mackerel Road. They would apparently pickle the fish in salt to transport them. Okay. I don't know if I've had mackerel. Pretty sure I haven't. I don't believe I've had mackerel before. Not really that much of a fish guy. Honestly, I've been pretty lucky so far that I've never run into anything I've actually had an allergy to. Would hate to find out, like, oh, hey, by trying out this, you actually just discovered a new allergy and now you're going to die. That wouldn't be fun. Is it supposed to be really cloudy in Fukui or something like that? Eh. Whoa! Okay. Dude shot a Zelda sword beam. What do you have? Nose pieces for glasses. Glasses have nose pieces, but did you know they were thought up by a Japanese person? Now they're used all over the world. Huh. I'm a guy who has to wear like special kind of glasses so that the screen glare of my monitor doesn't really fuck with me whenever I'm at work or, you know, doing that kind of stuff. But I've always noticed of like, oh, well, it leaves an indentation on my nose or my face. Not a big fan of it. I get the purpose, but I'm also just... I'd rather not have to wear any glasses. No shade to anybody who actually has to wear them. Lord knows I had to for a long ass time. But it has been rather liberating to not have to wear them. Fraser! Aha, fool. I got a pennant. Let's see. I'm double checking. Okay, I think I might have missed something. Ow! There's a thing I missed, I think. There's a small Tanuki child that I missed. I must find them. This is just so I don't have to worry about it off stream. Where is it? Is it this way? Oh, there it is. Got him. Speaking of glasses, hey, look at this guy, Hiroshi. That doesn't look like it has a nose piece. It's more like a wedge between the eyepieces. Yeah, Mario style. Crap. Hang on. I'm gonna get it. Yep. Frickin'. I got it. There we go. Got it. Wowee. Okay. I want more trivia. I want more trivia and souvenirs. I want all of them. Give them to me. Give me all the trivia. I need my brain to grow large with information and knowledge that may or may not be useful. Oh, Kote! Okay. Where are you? Where is all the delicious trivia? I want knowledge for my brain. There you are. Give me knowledge. Tell me the secrets. Fog versus clouds. Fog and clouds are actually the same thing. When they're floating in the sky, we call them clouds. And when they're low to the ground, we call it fog. Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you here, Scoop. You know, I know beggars can't really be choosers when it comes to just like free stuff, but you're kind of having a hit and miss with this whole trivia thing. Like, they're not all winners. Like, you get that, right? They're not all winners. They're kind of like, some of these things are just seem like, oh, okay, well, that's neat. Or some of them are just kind of like, oh, I don't even know if you're telling the truth. You might very well be lying to me. I don't know. Sometimes it's a question of validity of whatever it is you're saying. Like, what do you want to tell me this time? Lens from beans. Did you know the word for lens, the things found in glasses and cameras, come from the words lentil because of its bean-like shape? No. Beans are, lenses generally are more like full-on circle as opposed to like bean well, I guess certain the glasses that you're showing off in this game, and well, no, the camera lens is also like a circle. It's not like, that's more of an oval shape kind of thing. Shut up, Scoop. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to like, oh, your information is like, can it really be trusted? I don't know. Because then I just feel like you're just saying shit to say it. I'm just gonna say whatever I want, and if that Tanuki asshole just decides to believe it and tell his friends and look like a dumbass, well then that's not my business. That was his choice. I think that I am kind of a little disappointed in terms of like a moveset kind of thing for Bakeru, which I know he has like a bunch of other stuff, but wasn't like one of the Goemon moves like throwing those coins? I could have sworn that was part of like his moveset, or at least that was his range move. I know I have options for range moves, but still. Like the whole spare change from Final Fantasy thing. What if he's just been spreading misinformation all this time for funsies? Well, not all of it is misinformation. Some of it is just obvious shit. Like, it's like just because it's stuff that we kind of already knew doesn't necessarily mean that it's you know, it's false information. A fucking dinosaur skull? The fuck is this doing here? How'd it get all the way to Japan? How'd it get up here? This belonged in a museum. Oh. Out of my way. Yay. Oh, these guys. Stop cleaning. The wood's already fucked. All the moisture is just gonna make it, like, get all bloated and crap. You're just pushing water around at this point. You're not actually cleaning anything. Scoop, don't worry. Give me more of your information. Tell me. Tell me a secret. Panic at the bookstore. Some people in Japan say that when they need to use the restroom, maybe they visit a bookstore. But why? Maybe it's the relaxing atmosphere or the smell of the ink. Nobody knows. Wait. Use the restroom when they visit it. They need to use the restroom when they visit a bookstore. To use the... okay. I mean, I guess there's kind of like a relaxing environment kind of thing for that. I guess. You know? A bookstore is kind of like a library in which, you know, generally speaking, you know, it's supposed to be quiet. Can't speak for the cleanliness of the bathrooms or whatever. It's kind of a, you know... I don't necessarily feel the inclination to take a dump in every Barnes & Nobles I go to, but whatever. I could jump over these, yeah? No? Alright. You little... Although I guess I don't know. It's weird trivia, Scoop. Is that just a personal thing? Like you wanted to, like, you feel the need to go hit the bathroom whenever you go to the bookstore? Don't push that don't push that narrative on everybody if it's just a you thing. This is why it's handy to have color around to, you know, confirm this stuff. You got nice glasses. I mean, they're all right. Nice is a very subjective term. All right, so the glasses stage is over. There we go. Ta-da. I did it! Hmm. I feel like I'm past the halfway point. I feel like I'm past the halfway point. Ooh, ice level. Wham! Topsy-turvy village. Welcome to the crazy village! Everything's wacky here! What do you got? Still 5,000 for that one life upgrade, huh? Alright. Okay. I'm breaking all your snowmen. Hey, Scoop. Are you gonna try to 100% the game? I mean, I'm getting all the collectibles. That's the main gist. I don't know if there's anything cool that happens, or honestly, I'm just kind of enjoying the cultural stuff. It seems pretty interesting, and also the random bits of stuff that Scoop does. The thatched gasho-style houses, famous in Shirakawa Go, are known as praying hand style because of from their shape. Okay. I mean, this hasn't really been super hard. Like I said that this kind of has Devil May Cry-esque stuff here and there, but very basic stuff. Like there's a parry, there's a perfect dodge. You know, they got some of the building blocks, but this very much is not a terribly difficult game at the moment. I say at the moment, like the bosses haven't been that hard. It's mainly just been like, this is just a collectathon. So like bosses and enemies are about as difficult as you might see in your average, say, I don't know, your Mario game or Banjo-Kazooie or whatever. Haven't been that hard. Oh boy. Scoop! Great, the deer from Nara are back and they're being kick-ass deer. Hang on, Scoop, I'll save you. And you will reward me with knowledge. Oh, I'm goated. What's up? Pass it on. In the Gifu dialect, they use the term mawashi, pass it on, for get ready. Want to go on a journey? Then you better pass it on. Get ready! Mawashi! I'm learning so many things. Okay. There is another game kind of like, there's been a lot of games that have kind of, there's been a lot of games that have this kind of aesthetic and style to it. Like there's that game Shiren, The Wanderer, that I've kind of been like, ooh, this looks pretty fun. This looks pretty cool. It's kind of like a roguelike, it's like a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon style game. I have 2 of the games in the series, and I kind of maybe want to try it out properly someday on stream. That might be fun. I may want to try that out. Oh, that hard dungeon crawl. That's what it's called, dungeon crawler. Yeah. Yeah, I played, the first one I played was on the Vita, which I think got ported over to, main console, not that long ago. I think it was like ported to Switch or whatever, and then they had a brand new one that popped up. But yeah, no, I don't know. I'm not like the biggest dungeon crawler kind of guy, but I'm always up for trying out new stuff. See if it gels with me. I wasn't a huge roguelike guy, but then I played Hades, and Hades was awesome. I really enjoyed Hades. So I'm always happy as can be whenever I have a new archetype or a new type of game that I can get into. It expands the repertoire. It expands, you know, the stuff I can do for leisure. Why did I think it was Demon Gaze? I mean, they're both kind of dungeon crawler, although that one's more of a first-person one, whereas Shirin is a, you know, again, it's more mystery dungeon style. So, Demon Gaze is, I think the game I kind of played that was similar to Demon Gaze. Like, I played Demon Gaze once upon a time. I think also Etrian Odyssey is probably more akin to like what that is. I think the last one, one of the first I played that was that kind of dungeon crawler was Unchained Blades. Ah! What the fuck? Unchained Blades was a, it had some pretty well-known voice actors, and it was, I think you were playing as multiple monster races, like your main character was a dragon. You also got like fairies and liches and stuff like that. The art style was pretty neat. I liked it. Never got that far into it because, you know, whenever I played it, I was, you know, my skill at games was skill kind of, well, no, it was all right. It didn't really hook me. Oh no, wait, what was another one that I played? There was also that Mind Zero game. Oh, that's more like a Persona type. That's also a dungeon crawler though. What do you got? Watermelon for autumn. In traditional Japanese poetry, watermelon indicates the fall season. It's surprising because they're usually eaten in summer. That was the dungeon crawler where 12 different artists collab together to design the characters, right? Etrian Odyssey? Yes, I believe so. I believe there's also like, oh hey, did you want to play as like the Phantom Thieves or some crap like that? I think there was like some crossover thing they did. I don't think it was like Persona 5 actually. I could have sworn, I know it was something. I know they did a crossover with basically like you can do that with, there's a lot of those games kind of like tied to the Etrian Odyssey series that had like oh, what was it? There was some series that crossed over. Persona Q? Was it the Persona Q? I don't... or Q2. Persona Q and Persona Q2 were like Etrian Odyssey, but no. I meant like in Etrian Odyssey, like the mainline games. Like one of the or one of those games that was done by the same team, I think, or similar. I don't know. I have no idea. I have little to no interaction with that series. I know that they had some artwork where it's like, hey, you can play as this character from this popular franchise by putting on this skin. And it's basically like, okay, well, you're not going to actually see the sprite of the character doing stuff. So it's like, yeah, cool. You can just play as whoever it was. I'm spacing on what it was. I'm spacing on what it was. Monkey! Oh, it's a baby monkey. It's a baby monkey. Nipponichi's the Nipponichi game? The one that had like Prinnies, I think. You mean the Prinny Can I Really Be the Hero game? That's a side-scrolling action game. I don't think it's a dungeon crawler. I think it's just like a, it's a very difficult side. It's like kind of like a beat 'em up. Bro, there's a lot of games. Tsukimono steak? Add an egg to a fried tsukimono and you have the juicy tsukimono steak. These days, it's considered a local Gifu delicacy. What is tsukimono? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. But okay. Although egg is usually... Yeah, it's hard to keep track of all these games. There's a bunch. There's been... I don't know if you know this, but there's been at least 10 games released in the entire span of our time. At least 10. At least 10 whole video games. It's hard to keep track of all of them. And 6 of them are Street Fighters. That sounds delicious. Let me search that one up. I remember egg is a very good compliment, at least for, what am I saying? Egg is a very good compliment for like certain meals. I remember this was a thing that I did. This was kind of like a recipe I came with my mom. And it wasn't really that, it's not like I came up with it. Like, it's a very, very simple recipe, but it's very tasty. Basically, it's like an egg and steak rice bowl. So what we do is we would take some rice, we would add some like hot sauce to it, you know. Apply however much you want, doesn't matter. You get some nice little freshly cooked steak strips. You put it on, you pop that on top of the rice. And then you get some egg, and you get not scrambled egg. You get kind of like, it's some egg whites, and you mix that in. Steak, egg, and rice, and then you put some hot sauce on there if you want. If you're feeling, you know. It was always a nice little treat. It's Chimecho. Wait, was there another bell Pokemon I'm thinking of? I think it was Chimecho. Who pays the water bill? In Japan, the water bill for water use put out fires in an emergency is paid by the water utility company. Crackle, hiss, fire is dangerous. Why is there infinite houses, roof falling down trying to kill you? I have no idea. Oh, hey, Tema. I would not know. I would not know why this is this stage gimmick. Does Gifu have this issue where shit just kind of falls? Do houses just kind of get fucked up in the wintertime? This seems excessive. This seems highly excessive. The housing crisis? Yeah, there's houses trying to crush us. That's the fucking crisis. What are we gonna do? Is this house gonna start moving? Oh, I fucking called it. All right. Well, lovely. Oh, I see treasure. I want that. I want that. Dick. You got Gasho style house. Uh-oh, it's upside down. Whoa. Ugh. 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 Okay. You called it so hard. Could be worse. It's just a little disorienting. Yeah. Okay, there you go. You did it. Ugh. We call these flippy houses. They'll flip all over your place. They'll flip right on top of you. What are you going to do? I'm not gonna go back to that level anymore because it makes me makes my tummy hurt. You have any more masks that I can buy? I want a new mask. That'd be funny. We got a lot of Tanuki. Look how tiny. Oh, look, it's moving. Well, we're making some headway. Little by little. Ooh. Mentaro, Mask ED, get your game face on, fight like a pro. Alright. Mask Ed. Alright. I'll bite. A famous Oedo pro wrestler. He wears his initials on his face so no one forgets who he is. Alright, cool. I can respect the hustle. Booyaka, booyaka. 619, booyaka, booyaka. That's my pueblo, booyaka, booyaka. Not the same kind of wrestling, but okay. Combat training in the garden, Ishikawa. Yo, I come into wrestling references. Hey, Trent, let's go. Well, because we have an Ueno wrestling mask now. I was actually watching some wrestling stuff earlier today. You know, during my break at work. It was just like, The Undertaker talking about all the previous shit he had done. Just going over like, oh yeah, well this match, you know, I had to deal with the Godfather trying to make me break character and all that crap. That sounds like a title for Turtles in Time. What do you got? Birds hate this one statue. Try this one statue. Birds hate it. The birds in Kenroku Garden won't go anywhere near the statue of the folk hero Yamato Takeru. They say it's related to electromagnetic fields and weird smells. Yamato Takeru? I remember him from the Persona. That's Naoto's, you know, Ultimate Persona. It was very handy. Naoto was goated in that game, especially in Golden. Because Naoto would get the move Shield of Justice, which basically just said, no, you don't get to hurt us this round. No, this is a free turn where we just don't take damage. So, suck it. Love that move, it's great. I didn't watch wrestling all my life. I kind of caught it during the Attitude Era. So, of course, like, Stone Cold was my guy. Love Stone Cold. Such an iconic theme. It's just... Just the glass shattering. Had a really great gimmick. I hate my boss. I like to drink beer. I'm the Texas Rattlesnake. I'm the biggest badass ever. But, you know. Oh, hey, Devin. How's it going?
Oh, hello. Oh, give me a second, though. My wife just called for me.
Haha, Devin has a wife.
I have a wife.
Haha, Devin has a happy marriage. Oh, there you go. Quick little Devin Voix VO jump scare. Goodness gracious. Eto! Say no. I was born early into the Ruthless Aggression era, but grew up watching the fucking 2011 CM Punk John Cena feud. Shit changed me for the better and worse simultaneously. Yeah, I was gonna say, I like, I didn't know about, like, I jumped out. Like, I watched Attitude Era, and then I played a lot of video games about wrestling. So I didn't really, like, keep up with wrestling at that point, because at that point, I think, like, Stone Cold was not doing stuff as much. So I was like, it's whatever. It's fine. You know, obviously, big respect, big ups to, you know, people who keep it up and, you know, who work hard. Like, you can say, oh, it's not real or whatever. No, it takes a lot of discipline. It's hard. That shit's rough. Shit can be rough on you. But I remember, like, I saw some bits of CM Punk, and it was I love Punk's gimmick. The injuries sure are real. Oh yeah, most assuredly. That's why a lot of those moves why some people's finisher moves are, you know, hey, try to keep them simple because you gotta be doing that shit repeatedly. That's why the stunner is like, forget, is the stunner like super bad on? I don't think it was bad. I think it was just like, well, yeah, no, because the way Stone Cold would do it, ruthless aggression. Oh god, yeah, I think because he'd have to like fall on his fucking tailbone a few times. I know the thing is like Stone Cold has the knee brace. He probably did some other, like, I don't know. There's a lot of moves can be just really fucking dangerous. You gotta be careful. Otherwise, you know, you fuck up one move, fake or not, you're gonna be having some problems. But I remember like CM Punk's whole thing was like, I remember watching that, and it was like CM Punk had a really cool theme. He had Cult of Personality by Living Color, which is already a pretty bad, which is already a pretty cool fucking ass song. Look in my eyes, what do you see? I'm the Cult of Personality. And he just cracks out the fucking kendo stick and he beats the shit out of Paul Heyman with it. I think CM Punk just wants to come down and apologize to Paul Heyman. Are you joking? No. He just fucking beats his ass with it. Best in the world! Fucking Titantron intro themes. That shit was awesome. That's the kind of shit that I'm into. Like, you have a theme song that calls you the hell out. You know? Well, it's the big show. It's the big bad show now. You ready? Yeah, no, I mean, you can you can just like, you can laugh about like the you can laugh about that, but at the same time, you hear that theme song, it's iconic. That's you getting your fans hyped the fuck up. They'll be like, that's my guy. That's my guy. That's my guy who's coming out right now. That's my boy. That's the theme that plays because you know shit's about to pop the fuck off. Crap. Wrestling stuff I got exposed to was around early 2000s. Undertaker and his theme are still in my mind. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The fucking streak, the dead man. Oh, I nearly missed your little ass. Freaking John Cena's a Mortal Kombat for sure hit. And Mortal Kombat sure hits different. It's weird, isn't it? Same day of the week. The dates April 4th, June 6th, August 8th, October 10th, December 12th all fall on the same day of the week. Okay. In today's news, Scoop bought a calendar. Very good, Scoop. Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
Oh. How's it been going, Red? Hey, Devin.
That's right, me, Red
You hung out
Muffler
with Red. That's what I was asking about. I was gonna ask how was your time with Red.
It was fun. I had a good time. We hung out. He was super EP. I was super EP.
That happened.
Because I drove like 4 hours
Jesus.
from where I was lived. Yeah. But no, the class was good. We played Yu-Gi-Oh. I kicked his butt. It was fun.
You played fighting games. He beat your ass.
We played fighting games. He mopped the floor with me thoroughly.
Did you play NBC 2? Did you manage to pull off an Infinite?
No, we didn't play Marvel. He doesn't have Marvel 2.
Really?
Yeah. And so I had it, but it was on my my Steam account. So I was like, oh yeah, there's no way to share it. But what we ended up doing was we played Strive, and I got to try some of the DLC characters out because him and his partner Sin didn't have them all.
Mm-hmm. You managed to survive you managed to survive his Dancy boy.
He didn't even bust out Anji. He's like, yeah, I need to practice Slayer anyway. And I'm like, oh great, my favorite Slayer.
You're not even worth my main.
Right, basically. But it was fun. I had fun. I got to practice Elfelt, which I might pick up playing because she's pretty
she's
solid.
cool.
Yeah.
Where is that piece of? I know there's a Tanuki here. I just need to.
But how was your weekend? I saw that you beat Visions of Mana.
I did. It was some of those end game secret bosses are hellacious. The Black Rabbite was not fun to deal with because it just summons hellfire all over the fucking place, and it's also very embarrassing.
Oh no, I missed you doing the end game bosses.
I mean, look, you kind of caught me fighting De La Fosse doing his Urizen thing, which it straight up is just Urizen, like 1-to-1. But I also fought the dragon post game boss. Apparently, if you want to like max out a class and you have it, you can basically do the Final Fantasy V thing where you get to apply all the benefits to your freelancer class effectively.
Okay.
So you could make your character super busted and strong, which I did not do because, you know, I was just doing the stream.
Okay.
So now I had to figure out a thing on Friday of what's going to replace Visions. I already said, like, not this Friday, because I think I'm going to try doing some... Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm going to do some, probably either Street Fighter... I don't know if that's a day that you're free and you want to do NVC too, or Street Fighter.
Friday?
Yeah.
I was debating streaming on Friday, so I mean, I could honestly, like, if you're gonna be streaming, I could definitely, like, you know, raid into you and then keep playing Marvel. That's not a problem.
Sure. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to like interrupt your schedule. Like, I want to make sure everything works.
I'm still working on a schedule at this point. I'm still trying to figure out what days work best for me when it comes to streaming. Yeah. What's that?
Look at this guy with a fucking schedule. Mr.
You're like
Fancy
haphazardly streaming whenever the fuck it suits you? No?
Yeah.
Couldn't relate.
But yeah, I think after a little more into the month, probably not this week, but next week I might start with the nightmare that is Balan.
Oh boy. I'm debating if I want to do a spooky game this year. I might try to finally complete Castlevania Rondo of Blood, because that game's pretty difficult if you're not playing as Maria, and I don't want to beat as Maria.
Vampire Killer is so good of a theme.
It's so good. So is Bloody Tears. I don't keep saying my wife, but Grim sent me this thing. That was the Castlevania Nocturne version of Divine Bloodlines.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, that is so good. Castlevania Nocturne is such a good series. Please watch Castlevania Nocturne. Oh my god.
I haven't caught up with Nocturne. I've watched the original Castlevania series, and I watched it with my dad alongside like Witcher, and we both liked that. It was very cool.
Nocturne was so good. So like Richter is like probably my favorite Belmont, so much so like I occasionally will play him in Smash.
That's pretty much my only Castlevania representative I play in Smash.
Yeah, so like I still wish Alucard was in Smash, but that's neither here nor there.
I mean, he technically is.
Yeah, but I mean,
look, take what you get. Take it or leave it. You're either get an assist trophy or you don't get Alucard, and you don't get 0.
Yeah. Like, part of me just wants to be able to run around and just be like,
I'm interested in this.
You know, it's not that much. I don't ask for much.
I know. It's okay. Ooh, something I will ask you though.
Yes.
Okay. Recently, like, I'm not as much of a dedicated TCG player as you or Red, but I do dabble in Duel Links every now and again, just for funsies during my break or whatever. And they released the New World, which is another Rush duel.
Go Rush.
Yeah, with Udius, I believe is the character's name.
Mm-hmm.
My question really is, what is the significance between of 2,500 attack points for the main character's signature card?
So that's like kind of just been a recurring thing since like the first series, right? So like,
who's everybody's Dark Magician?
Yeah. So like Yugi's got Dark Magician, Jaden got Neos, even though he technically started with Flame Wingman.
Yeah.
And then you've got Yusei, who's got Stardust Dragon, even though technically, again, it's
Junk Warrior.
Ace was Junk Warrior. And then Yuma's got Utopia, and I forget who's the guy after Yuma.
Tomato Head gets Odd Eyes.
Odd Eyes, yeah, Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, and then the only one that doesn't have a 2,500 attack point monster. Well, no, actually, I guess Firewall Dragon is 2,500 attack points and brains.
Because you'd probably did think it was a Code Talker.
Yeah, it was Code Talker. But even then, like the Code Talker lines for the most part all have like 2,300 attack, which is interesting choice. But yeah, no. So like the significance of that, I don't really know why that's a thing, because the rivals all have monsters with 3,000 attack
which
points.
Is obviously analogous to Kaiba and Blue Eyes.
Exactly, yeah, because Kaiba's got Blue Eyes, and then in GX, that's a little bit harder to pinpoint because I guess Armed Dragon level 10 had 3,000 attack points.
Yeah.
And
but
the
Chad
Nojama
didn't get that for a while though.
Yeah, well, yeah, and that Nojama King had 3,000 defense points. Yeah. But then there really wasn't any characters that like straight up had like 3,000 attack point like boss monsters. And then after that, it was like, let's see, it was like Red Dragon Archfiend has 3,000 attack, and then Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon has 3,000 attack. I don't know which of the DDD monsters has 3,000 attack because there's a bunch of them.
Yeah. Is it not like Alexander or something like that?
I think Gus King Alexander. Or High King Alexander.
Gus
High King Alexander.
It's one of the High King things, I think.
Yeah. It's I just googled it. Yeah, it's got 3,000 attack points. Or if there are 3 or more DDD monsters on the field, it gains 3,000 attack, which is like another like thing that it does. But yeah, it's got the 3,000 attack.
Look at this fuckboy.
Who the shit is this guy?
That's you, Devin. Is who that is.
Yo, Bakeru, have you been?
This is the guy who fished up his turtle wife.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm sorry, but Bakeru isn't here right now.
Whoa! You have a beautiful voice.
He's married, by the way.
You want to hang out sometime? I mean, hey, who isn't a little bit of a slut? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Hey, don't talk to Nazan all casually like that.
Oh, what's all this?
Captain Fisher, Yorashima Taro. Okay, he's the fishing guy from Yu Yu Hakusho. Remember when Karama first showed off Yoko?
Yeah.
Okay, it's that little douchebag.
Oh, okay.
Well, he wasn't even the real Urashima from what he said, but effectively that's his gimmick. His whole gimmick is like, I fished up a turtle. They brought me to like this underwater palace where I married my turtle wife, who is actually like a very attractive princess in disguise. It was a secret test of character. And then he got homesick. He was like, I want to go back and see my family. I'm like, okay, here, take this box, don't open it, and then come right back. And then he's like, all right. Well, actually, 500 years or something like that had passed. And then he was all like, oh shit, I don't know where my new beautiful turtle wife house is. Let me open this box. Maybe that'll help me. And then that was all his time compressed into a box. And then he died.
I remember that story. I don't know why I remember that story, but I remember that story.
Mm-hmm. The terrifying concept, just turn into a fucking skeleton.
Yeah, just immediately.
Now I'm only attractive to certain people online.
Now I'm only attractive to the whites. That's with a GHT.
I'm about to say.
White people be crazy. They be fucking skeletons out here.
White people do be crazy. This is a fucking Red Muffler Man bit if I've ever heard one.
Fucking. Fucking. Does Red have like a gimmick where he just brings out a fucking Skeletor? It's like, ha ha ha, He-Man.
Bro, not only does he have a gimmick, he fucking brings out an entire fucking skeleton mask and puts that fucking mask on and talks like that.
Cause, okay, cause like, who the fuck doesn't? I blame Skeletor for this. Like, all skeletons now officially, after Skeletor happened, every skeleton is contractually obligated to speak like that.
Yeah, even Papyrus and like a bunch of like different Undertale dubs talks like that.
It's true. Well, it's not even that. It's like you can tell because it's like the little like the noises that they use to do the fucking Undertale speak. It basically is like, oh yeah, that's a very high pitched, and I don't know. The only skeleton that does talk like that is Sans.
Yeah, because
I'm Patrick.
because he's like a tiny. Oh, he's not tiny, but he's like a short skeleton.
He's
short
a stout skeleton, yeah.
Yeah. Which isn't a bad thing, but
Not a bad thing, but everybody wants to hear that.
I will say, like not every skeleton, because like there's also like in the Tavern Talk live dub, right?
Yes.
Like the way that like Steel does Skelly, right?
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's just Steel. That's Steel doing that performance. Now I don't know if they have like canon voices in their head like the team does or not. I know that we're adding our own, our own performances to that, and therefore, thanks for the shout out, by the way. But I don't know. I don't know if they did like actually have voice acting in that initially, if they'd have him sound like that, or if they would go for like the English gentleman kind of voice that Steel provides.
I do like that they did give us a shout out on their
That was
Twitter.
very nice
That was really cool. Yeah, that was really neat.
Scoop, I want the knowledge.
What knowledge?
I want the knowledge that you give me. Give me the knowledge.
I want to learn things.
I want to learn
Need
things
to
and
know.
possibly get angry.
I want to know. Can't you show me?
Neat trading cards. Hey, did you know that in Japan, the government produces collectible trading cards based on the nation's dams? They're packed with info about their respective dams.
Okay, but like, can the dams like FTK or what?
I
Like,
knew you were gonna bring something.
do the dams like lose to Ash Blossom? Like,
You go, Shulkan!
they're fusion monsters. Okay, I mean, do they have like a branded fusion card? Like, come on, man, I need to know.
White Rapid, ultimate White Rapid Dam.
White Rapid Fusion.
I don't know.
They just lose to Nimble Beaver. This sucks.
Shit. They made an entire archetype out of Beaver Warrior just to counter this.
I wish, of all of Yugi's cards that have gotten retrained or remade, 2 have not so far, and that is, aside from like the Winged Dragon Guardian of the Fortress, I guess 3 technically, I haven't seen anything for Winged Dragon Guardian of the Fortress, I haven't seen anything for Beaver Warrior, and I haven't seen anything for Silver Wolf.
Silverfang.
Or Silverfang.
Did they not do one for Feral Imp?
Yeah, no, they have King of the Feral Imps.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
What other cards did Yugi have that I'm thinking?
Horned Imp would be one. They haven't done one for Horned Imp.
I mean,
Summon, but they did one for Summon Skull.
Yeah,
There's like a
where it's
whole
just the
bunch of
Fiend now.
retrains for Summon Skull. There's an entire Gaia archetype, an entire. There's a retrain of Giant Soldier of Stone. There's Giant Sentry of Stone, and there's
Steel Soldier
Giant
Stone.
Steel
Or
Soldier.
Giant Steel Soldier.
Yeah.
To the point where they even had to make a reference to him attacking the moon.
Attack the Moon, yeah. And then there's
Season
let's
1
see.
was such a fucking fever dream.
I will attack the moon, which causes the water to recede. Now all your monsters are on dry land. That's not how that works. Well, fuck you. It's how it works.
I draw 3 cards by playing Pot of Greed. +1.
I play Pot of Greed. Deep sigh.
If everybody had Pot of Greed in their decks, like would it like it's just kind of like no, you have to have Pot of Greed in your deck. Would that be
kind of.
Would that be like why? I get why it's banned. I know why it's banned because it's just a free +2.
Yeah. Well, it's
Or
not only that.
+1,
It's not that it's just like a free +1. You're essentially thinning your deck from 40 cards to 38 when you
Right.
draw it, right? So
Yeah.
it's like so if you have it at 3, you're going from 40 cards to like 34 because you're running 3 Pot of Greed. Essentially, you're just like, oh, I'm drawing 2 cards instead of 1 this turn, and this card is immediately getting used. So it's just pure advantage. So there's a reason why.
What about Graceful Charity? That clearly must be a better card because you discard 1, right?
Well, it's because even
Because
then,
your graveyard is
right?
a resource.
Exactly.
No, I knew that. I was just being a smart. Oh.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you just genuinely were
No,
like.
no. I know they had to do so many retrains for like Pot of Greed just to like have a ton of negative downsides of like, oh, just discard 10 cards face down, banish them or whatever the shit, and still
Banish
people
10
use
face
that
down to draw
card.
two. Well, yeah, because like because like the odds of you like banishing a good card out of those 10
is not
are
zero.
kind of like, yeah, it's not zero, but it's like the risk is worth the reward. Or if you're playing a deck that isn't really super extra deck heavy, you can just play like the Pot of Prosperity, which is at 1 because it's so good. People will just like dig 6 cards deep and pick 1 card to take, which is kind of insane, you know? I run a Pot of Prosperity.
Your deck is really based off like banish, like the Maju Des thing. What's that thing?
Yeah, Grand Maju Garzette or Maju de Urza or just Grand Maju is what it's called.
Yeah,
it's very funny. I love banishment decks. They're so stupid. Yeah, like banishing 6 face down to draw 2 is also a really good ability. Like, who knew?
Who knew that in a game where you draw cards, the ability to draw more cards would be a good thing?
Like, what are the odds? I never saw that coming.
Yay!
Yay!
Devin, what's your experience with wrestling?
I used to watch a lot of wrestling up until about 2012 or so. That's when I kind of dipped out of it. That was like the last like WrestleMania I watched was like that one, which was pretty fun. I watched it with a bunch of my friends I used to work with. But yeah, no, I just kind of stopped watching it.
No, that's fine. Like I was chatting about that because we picked up a wrestler mask.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. Oh geez.
Oh no.
So I was just kind of going of like the era of wrestling that I watched was like Attitude Era. So like Stone Cold was my guy.
Yeah.
And then I kind of like via osmosis or via like watching Two Best Friends kind of watch some more wrestling stuff or kind of learn more lore here and there. So like with fucking oh, it's one of those mosquito things. That's what this is.
Yeah, citronella candle.
Where it's like, oh, I heard about CM Punk who like beat the shit out of Paul Heyman with a fucking kendo stick.
Yeah. My personal favorite wrestler was always Rey Mysterio.
Ah, that's actually what I literally did. The Booyaka Booyaka 619 whenever I pulled on the mask. Remember that time where he and Eddie Guerrero had a fuck it. It was like a ladder match where at the top of the ladder was the custody of his son.
Match. Yeah. That's so funny.
It's me, Austin.
It was me all along.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I do miss wrestling sometimes, but like not enough time. Like, yeah, I think I'll go back and watch some wrestling, you know, because it's just like it's just like steroid like soap operas. That's all it is.
I mean, you know, if you're into the like the long running story or whatever of like the feuds and all this stuff. If that's your bag, then you know there's no shame on that. Just
look, I respect it. Like, you know, I like Rhea Ripley, very pretty. Oh man, but like it's just not for me, and that's fine. You know, it's each their own. Like if you enjoy it, you enjoy it.
Preferences change over time. That's perfectly understandable.
Exactly. It's to each their own.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Nice.
Very nice.
Very nice gaming.
Although, you know, whenever you see a grappler and they're a wrestler like King, then I pop the fuck off.
God.
Usable water. There's a lot of water on Earth, but the amount of fresh water usable by humans makes up only 0.01% of that. Conserve water.
Yep.
That's terrifying. I missed a souvenir. Fuck. Whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, no, water is a very it's a renewable resource, but it's like also a resource that like you gotta be careful about.
Now we're getting fucked by God. That's not in regards to the water thing. That was like, it was Solid JJ doing like one of those little comic things, little videos, but it was on Oppenheimer or whatever it was, and he had like a Scooby-Doo character. What was it? Oh, hey, there's Scoop. All right, what do you want to tell me this time, Scoop? Name-changing fish. Japanese amberjack fish are named differently in Japan depending on their stage of growth. The small fry are called inada, the youth are called hamachi, and the adults are called buri.
Huh. I did not know that.
Neither did I.
I have learned a thing.
Did you, though? Because we don't know if Scoop is just saying shit just to say it. And we don't have color to back us up and say, like, oh, yeah, no, that's accurate.
I still love how, like, you, like, every time you just go to color, like, color, is this correct? It's just like, I just live in Japan. I can't
Therefore,
say
you know
all of it. You know everything. You live in Japan.
You must know everything.
You have to
You
know.
live there. Clearly, you must know.
You wouldn't lie to us, would you, Color Bruise?
Do you really think somebody would go on the internet just to lie?
No way.
Do you really think they'd make a Matt Damon Arthur character? Yes. And it's fucking terrifying.
I've seen it before. I love the one where there's that one that I've seen where like Arthur has the headphones on, his ears are on the top of his head, but the earphones are like around the sides of his head. Like
when we start getting into the topics of like animal ears and trying to anthropomorphize stuff, that becomes it's better to just not ask questions.
Right.
Because like, hey, character who has like cat ears or fox ears or whatever, but also you're clearly like just doing you're a human, but you have all these attributes. Do you also have regular human ears? Do you have 4 ears? Are you the 6-eared macaque? What's going on here, man?
6-eared macaque. I'm trying to think. Speaking of Arthur, the other thing I remember, like, because I hadn't watched it in a long ass time, was like Mr. Ratbird had come out as gay,
yeah.
and like we should have seen the signs, but like I just remember people getting mad and like posting on Twitter about like gay rat wedding, and just like what? Like, why are you getting mad about this?
Apparently, more than 1 liter of snot is produced by the nose each day to keep the body safe. Sniffle. Ah, my nose is running.
I believe that. Just mucus linings in our nostrils and throats and stomach. Just I believe it. It's gross, but I believe it.
I feel like mucus is one of those bodily fluids that's just like,
It's gross, but it's like,
I know it's necessary, but God.
Like we wouldn't be able to voice act without it because it keeps our throats safe, you know.
I'm gonna I have to do some VA stuff this week, and it's going to involve me having to scream. So hopefully my throat is. Hopefully I have enough fluids, I guess, to keep me safe or whatever. Where is that souvenir that I missed?
Was it that thing that was on the water right there?
Oh no, I missed. Oh, wait, where?
Go back.
I missed 2 souvenirs. Shit.
To your right.
No,
right there.
no, that's a thing that you need to like.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what it was.
Ah, screw it. The souvenirs, I'll come back. I'll do that. I don't think I'll be finishing the game tonight anyway, so I'll do that off stream. It's fine. I've done that before. It's not a big deal. And it's not like with the trivia where it's like, oh hey, we're losing information, we're losing knowledge. Yeah. Let's see. What other things have been going on? Oh, today we just heard a bunch of really depressing bullshit.
Oh.
Oogie Boogie's voice actor Ken Page passed away.
I saw that.
Fucking buzzkill.
During Halloween,
Of all the months for this to happen. Not that it's not that. Oh, there's a hidden Tanuki too. Fuck. I'll figure it out. Don't worry.
It's okay. Later, you know how it is later in the game. It's hard to find shit. So
yeah, it's fine. But yeah, I don't mean to bring the. Good luck with your voice crash. I appreciate that, Super Nerd. It shouldn't be that bad. I'm used to screaming. I've had to do screaming before. I've done some very stupid shit in my time. Slip and slide all over the place. I remember there was a project I was doing for. This was for Maitsumi and I's shared director Crane, where I had to do Terry for the English dub mod for KOF 15, which already has like damage noises, death noises, screaming, special attacks, all the, you know, the bells and whistles. But also there was other stuff that I had to record that was that, and also more though, even more than just what's in the game. There's a hot spring in Jigokudani Hot Springs area in the Nagano prefecture that is only for monkeys. What do you mean it's only for monkeys?
I've heard of that. Yeah, it's wild monkeys live in the area.
Well, no, I know, I'm aware of, like, I've seen this happen to, like, Muramasa and you know, other Japanese media, where it's like, oh hey, the monkeys live in the hot spring and they're just hanging out there. I didn't know there was just a monkeysonly.com or something like that.
Monkeysonly.com.
Fresh native honey. Natural honey with no additives never goes bad. However, the flavor does weaken over time.
Natural honey also is good for allergies, because if you get local honey made by bees in your area, it helps out because your body's ingesting it and gets used to the allergens that are from the pollen. Fun fact, in case you didn't know that.
Save the bees, everybody. They're very important. And if we don't have bees, we'll fucking die. You ever heard of a flower called a cyclamen? Pigs really love to eat the bulbs. So in Japan, the flower is called a steamed pork bun. Solka. Oh, that, I saw a commercial the other day. This was on a Vinny Vine Sauce thing, where they were, it was 3 cows, and they were watching these people eat like these various beef-based products, and they're like, oh man, look how like readily they're eating the food, and then they grow halos and wings. They're like, well, our job's done. So they just fly off back to heaven.
The fuck.
And then when they're in heaven, everybody, all the angels are like, oh, we want some more beef from you. And they're like, oh god.
Oh my god, that's fucked up.
It is fucked up. And also, apparently, there were a lot of sexy cow commercials. I wouldn't describe them as that. I'd describe them as fucking nightmare fuel. But
I don't like that.
There was a lot of commercials
sexy cow
that had cows that were meant to be very attractive. God, that was not great.
I don't like that, crap. Why'd you tell me about the sexy cow?
Look, I like a good cowkini as much as the next person. But there's a certain line that we don't fucking cross, that we don't need to cross.
Oh my god.
We can go ahead and say, we make the joke of like, haha, obviously cowkini because boobs are, yeah. But we don't need to go into the extra details of going that whole next step where we just decide, all right, fuck the cowkini, let's just fuck the cow. We don't need that.
I hate it here.
Mankind has regressed as a species.
Oh no.
It's fine.
God, I was gonna talk about something when it came to voiceover, and
That stun locked you?
Yeah, man, I was not ready for the wombo combo.
Did it have something to do with the class that you and Red took with the improv?
It did, yeah. Because our teacher was Mark Allen Jr.
Oh yeah.
Who was voice acting alumni, but also like he's a director at Funimation, as well as I guess I should say Crunchyroll, yeah, director at Crunchyroll, and also production assistant on Zenless Zone Zero. So getting to learn a lot from him and about like stuff that you would use improv for, specifically like so do you know what walla is?
Yes, that's background noise that everybody just says to kind of like fill in a scene. Exactly.
So basically that's what we were having our lesson on, was using improv when you're doing stuff like walla. Like a conversation you can have, and having a good improv partner to do that with. So and being able to use improv in those kind of scenes was super helpful. It's also, I also learned a lot about like doing improv in general when it comes to just like having improv. Like I took notes, and it also helps out. Like say like let me find it real quick. Let me find my notes I took on the class.
Was the group that you guys did this with this iLight?
No, iLight's based in Dallas, but a lot of people there.
Okay, that's where I took my class when I went to Texas that one time. I know Red took a class there.
He did last week.
Oh yeah, saw the photos.
But yeah, it's like for improv, it's like you assume competence. So like your character knows what they're talking about. You have to do your yes ands, like your roles, to take what's given to you and add on to it.
Yep.
Knowing where you are, like knowing the setting, and if you don't know, feel free to ask. And then But something that he did help out with that's not so much improv, but can still kind of be improv-y, is like pre-life, right?
Yeah.
So like, you know,
like
commercials
laughing into a line.
Exactly. Like how have commercials have strict scripts and stuff, and like so you can give pre-life, you know, something to help you get into that character, which I thought was like, oh yeah, I never thought about doing stuff like that. So yeah, no, it was a super helpful class, and we had good rapport with the teacher and everything too. So now Mark follows me on Twitter. I'm like, that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. Yeah, so it was a good time. He was I also let it drop play. He's like, yeah, tell us about you and stuff that you do. I'm like, hi, I am Devin, last name. I do voice acting, voiceover. I've done commercials. I've also played card games. I am a VTuber, and I stream a lot on Twitch with Red over there. And he's like, so you do VTuber stuff? Because he's trying to ask everyone different questions. He's like, what's your VTuber like? I'm just like, oh, he's a jester with a white streak in his hair. You couldn't tell. So yeah, it was pretty fun. It was a good time though, and I made a couple of new friends out there too when it comes to voiceover, and it was great.
What you do? Yeah. I had a lovely time when I did when I went out to do. Obviously, doing like remote workshops is fun. You learn stuff and you're able to read copy, but there's always something special about like, oh hey, you're going out into the actual thing, and you know, meeting up with people and being able to talk like during the downtime whenever somebody's might be doing their booth, or whenever we're waiting for like for the proctor to show up. Get to meet a lot of nice, really cool people, as opposed to just you know, just kind of just sitting there letting everybody do their bit, and then because you only have the hour or whatever that they're doing for the workshop. But no, it's always good to. It is always good to work on your craft and to improve. Try to learn something new every day.
I try to, and that's what talking with Red also helped out a lot, because we were talking on the drive to and from the class, and he was just like, see, this is what I like about having in-person classes as opposed to like stuff over Zoom, because like in-person classes you can kind of get better feedback, whereas over Zoom it's just like you read your stuff and like, okay, good, next. And
because you only have so much time, and they might give you like, okay, that's a good idea, but try doing it like this or like this.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
you know, having that class in person was like super worth it. And then the other thing Red was talking about, which was a little more on like I don't know if it's more of a serious note, but there was some stuff said by one of the directors he was taking class with that kind of like rubbed him the wrong way, because apparently there's just like some sort of stigma when it comes to voiceover actors in outside of the Dallas area, and they only want to hire local talent, you know, and it's just like,
yeah,
it's frustrating.
No, I have not gotten a fucking straight answer on that in a while. Like, I was under the impression of like, okay, hey, what with Nokotan and stuff like that, it's like, oh, okay, so now remote stuff is happening. Well, no, because it's like, I've heard it both ways. Like, well, you probably want to be in the area, you want to be local, so that, you know, they can get, and I get that, because it's like, oh, hey, it's like, so that you can use their equipment, so everybody has consistent audio. I want that bad. No, give that to me. Give me your thing. You know, cool. Happy Pride, everybody. No, it's like, oh, well, yeah, you have to be in the area if you want to actually get work. Like, you have to be in California or Texas or one of the, you know, hub areas. And then I've also heard like, oh no, as long as you know you have the good stuff, or as long as you can, you know, make time to, you know, make yourself available to be there, well, that's fine too. I've heard it both ways, and it's like, well, what the fuck then?
Yeah. Well, I think it's also dependent on the director as well, because that's what Crash was telling, or sorry, that's what Red was telling me, is that it's because it was just one specific director that said like, you know, I'm glad that you guys all came in here, but if I'm being completely honest, if you all read for this role, I'd probably, you know, give it to a local actor instead. And like, that's incredibly shitty to say to a bunch of up and coming voice actors like that. Why would you like?
Look. Fortunately, for the most part, I've had some very, very lovely teachers. I've had lovely work one-on-ones. I cannot recommend Mick Wingert, Richard Horvitz, Tiana Camacho more. I cannot recommend them enough. They are fantastic. I've had plenty of good workshops with either, you know, casting directors or with other voice actors. the voice acting class I had with Kira Buckland and Casey Mongilo, that was a lot of fun. Getting to do voice work with Jameson Price, like for vocal health, that was fucking cool. Also, little starstruck, because I really, really like Jameson Price. He's one of my all-time favorites. Big inspiration for me. But I'd be lying if I said I haven't had an asshole or two as one of my proctors. I had a very bad experience with one of my teachers because just the way they conducted themselves and some of the comments they made me just feel kind of, well, wow, I've kind of paid you XYZ just for you to shit talk me. That's cool.
Yeah, if you could DM me who that was so I could avoid them, I would appreciate that.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Not right now, obviously, but later.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I've had some really great classes too. I don't really think of. Then again, my first voice acting class, the teacher has now come out to be not great.
I think I know who you're talking about.
She may have made an ass of herself on Twitter.
As they do.
Twitter makes asses of us all, it seems.
See, look, man. Friggin'. Just hope that you're one of the good voice actors and you're not, getting involved. Just never ask a voice actor their politics. Chances are you might not like what some of them have to say.
Look,
they can't all be like the cast of Critical Role where they're all just D&D nerds and they're cool and stuff like that, or you're Alex Lee and you're just a shit poster and it's fine.
I'm a D&D nerd. I'm cool. I'm not problematic. And hell, half the time I apologize for shit that doesn't need to be apologized for. Get his ass. Good hit.
This is my treasure.
Mine.
Oh, cool! It's one of those stand-up things that you get from like it's like one of those acrylic standees.
Yeah, I have an acrylic standee of Manjome.
Jazz it up.
He's my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh rival because he is a fucking dork.
Yeah. Who would be my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh rival? I'm trying to think. I haven't kept up with Yu-Gi-Oh as much. So I mean, I like to think that Jack would be pretty cool just based on like the shit he does in in his own series, and he's just like yeah, through the power of my passion and burning raw willpower, I'm the best.
He's pretty badass, I will admit. My friend, he built a Red Dragon Archfiend deck. Ooh. And he loves that card. Like, he got me back into Yu-Gi-Oh because I dueled him and his love for Red Dragon Archfiend. Because my dragon that I was using at the time was Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. So our he had fun dueling someone who was like not playing Stardust exactly, but like had like a really
dragon v dragon.
Yeah, it was fun. I remember the first thing because I hadn't updated this deck in like almost a decade, if not a little less than that. And I was like, yeah, no, I can duel with my deck, I guess. And I activated a battle trap called Photon Current, which basically whenever a light dragon is attacked, my monster gains attack equal to the attack points. He's like, Photon Current. That is definitely a trap card. I'm like, what did I do? Now I know that card's garbage, but that was just like, oops.
Look, man. If it works, it works. Damage is damage. I just want to make myself a really strong beat stick.
That is true about the elbow, by the way.
Wait, say again?
Funny, it said the thing about the elbow, it's like the least nerves are on the elbow.
Shit fucking hurts. I banged my elbow the other day.
You hit your funny bone.
Which wasn't very funny. I don't like hitting my funny bone.
But no, my friend made a whole like Red Dragon Archfiend deck, and
Red Dragon Archfiend. Don't worry, Carly, I'll save you.
Yeah, he actually cosplays Jack too, and his wife cosplays Carly.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, I love them. They're like two of my like they're like, I guess I wouldn't say my first couple friends, but like we hang out and play Yu-Gi-Oh with them like pretty frequently. I want to play Yu-Gi-Oh with them more. We haven't played in a while. Let's go through the scene though.
I'm playing Bakeru, so you can basically I'll take the ladies and you can take the gentlemen.
Whoa, big energy from the countryside in Niigata Prefecture.
The festival troops have spread to the countryside too. If they run wild out there, it'll ruin the rice harvest. Which means no more rice balls. We need to go there now. I didn't know you liked rice balls so much. I like them too. So let's go. Jelly-filled are my favorite.
Jelly-filled donuts are my favorite.
Eat your hamburgers, Apollo.
But so my friend was talking about, so he has a YouTube channel, and on his Yu-Gi-Oh YouTube channel, he has like a 2-hour-long tutorial
on how to play
different builds of the deck too, like because like the structure deck dropped.
They really like that card.
Yeah, he does. He loves that card. So like he did a video on like, here's how you build a deck with just 3 structure decks. Here are the combo lines. Here's like each combo line for these specific resonator cards. Here's different builds. Here's a build using Bestials. Here's a build using these cards, XYZ cards, well, not like Xyz cards, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So like it was a very interesting video, and I'm like, I literally have everything I need for the Bestial version now that I have my own Bestial
Bullet Reaper.
Oh my god, that's hardcore.
Why don't you do that, Devin? Why don't you go ahead and make an entire 3-hour video about Galaxy Eyes?
Well, I would.
Did you already do that?
No, the problem is Galaxy Eyes is bad.
Oh.
It is not a good deck. And I say that knowing full well I have invested too much money and time and effort into that deck. I had a copy of Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord when it was literally a $90 card, and I was playing it unironically in Galaxy Eyes because it's like, what? It's a good card. What do you want from me?
It's okay. You don't have to look, man. You don't have to justify any meta bullshit to me. I get it. When you like a thing, you like a thing, and you'll do anything you can to make that thing work. It's fine. You ain't gotta justify it to me. It's fine.
We're getting new cards. I don't know when. I'm not sure if it's this upcoming set or this. Whoa!
That was stupid on my part.
He got that Mega Man Bell Network Volcanon. Oh my god.
Well, I'm also Guts Man, so fuck you.
Guts punch his ass.
I will repeatedly.
He's blocking.
You're gonna get silver fisted, boy.
The jelly donut bot.
The jelly filler, my favorite. We're gonna see how the jelly come out of your belly. Ugh!
Those were missiles. Those were jelly filled. Those were missile filled.
Each knee.
Why does it do that in Japanese? Actually, it's kind of.
Well, why did they say 1, 2, 3 instead of?
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, these rice fields should be decimated. 2 giant robots are fighting them.
Well, one of them's only is hovering, so it's not that bad.
Bakeru, you.
Don't worry, it's fine.
That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Go sleep. Go sleep. Go sleep. Go sleep.
Go sleep. Go sleep. Go sleep.
That's probably one of my favorite. I don't really care for the second Avengers movie, but that is like my favorite bit, where it's just like
decking Hulk in the face repeatedly.
Just go sleep. Go sleep. Go sleep. Go
sleep.
Because
Hulkbuster is a cool concept.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Batman has contingency plans for all the members of the Justice League or something like that, but like Iron Man straight up says like, oh, this is my way to kill Hulk. This is my way to beat Thor. I'm calling it the Thor Buster, the Hulk Buster, or the Cat Buster.
I think it's very funny.
And my plan of how to deal with Daredevil is to give him his sight back and then just take it away again.
That's fucked.
Like a fucking asshole. Because I think Tony was going through his villain arc at the time.
What doesn't he? And again, this current run where he's been painted out to be a bad guy, the Ultimate comics, is very interesting so far. I really like it.
I haven't been keeping up with the Ultimates or comics in general.
Yeah, the new like they okay. So do you remember at all how the Ultimate Universe was destroyed and it merged with the main universe, the 616 universe?
Sure.
Okay, so that happened. I want to say like a I don't know if it was a decade ago, but it was quite a while ago when that happened. So that being said, they have rebooted the Ultimate Universe.
Okay.
It is now a universe where a powerful being called, I don't remember who it's called exactly. I think it's called like the Maker or something. Made a world without superheroes.
Oh.
So like the things that made superheroes super was taken away. Tony Stark found out about this, and he has been made out to be a villain when he's in reality trying to stop, trying to make the world the way it's supposed to be. So I've been reading the Ultimate Spider-Man comics, where Peter Parker is now like 35 years old.
Nice.
He has 2 kids. He's married to Mary Jane. And
how long is that gonna fucking last?
I mean, they're in a very solid relationship, and she already knows that he's Spider-Man.
How long is that going to last was the question, Devin. Also, we have a science baby here, or a psychic baby. Goo goo gaga.
Thank you for saving me.
Ah, boo boo ba ba goo goo.
I am Hotoke Noza, a Nanakusa girl.
What the? I can hear her in my head. Same here. I can hear a warm, calming voice. Well, Hotoke no Noza is a special baby with magical powers. She communicates telepathically. Goo goo ba 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 ba.
I have been watching you.
Jesus.
Ga goo 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 ga goo 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 goo.
It would delight me to be of help.
Thanks, little Hotoke. Hotoke. That makes 4 girls saved. Just 3 more to go. Let's head further north.
TMA, I remember that fucking comedy ending with Makoto.
Nanaya's baby sibling. What?
Yeah, so there's a joke ending in Blaze Blue for Makoto where she is thinking about her family, and it's just like so Makoto's herself, Hazama is mom.
Oh god.
I don't remember who the dad is, but I remember the youngest. I'm not sure if it's Noel or what, but the youngest sibling is a baby, and it's Ragda.
Of course.
And Ragda just goes "Goo-ga." He just like Patrick states like in his actual voice, just like "Goo goo gaga." Like it's so fucking funny.
Patrick Seitz is a fucking treasure.
God, I love Patrick Seitz.
Everybody loves Patrick Seitz. He's boy howdy.
Yeah, but my best bit was like with Hazama. It's like, "Mommy's home." I was like, "Oh my fucking god, this guy!" I love the gag reels. Blaze Blue gag reels are like my fucking life,
Teach
man.
me, Miss Lychee. And then they have like a Arakani who's like, "Oh man, I couldn't do a 30-hit combo. Oh, that sucks." I think it was one of those things. I don't know if it was like, oh no, I think it was with oh, what's the name of the cat girl professor? Kokonoe.
Kokonoe.
I think it was with Kokonoe. I think because it wouldn't work story-wise, it wouldn't work with Lychee because of their thing together or whatever.
Yeah, because it's Roy, and yeah. Noel was the dad, Carl and Ada and Bang are the siblings. That's right, I remember now. Yes, thank you.
Fucking.
It's so fucking funny. It was so. I have to go. I'm not sure what my favorite
Is it
ending.
the one where
My favorite
Ragnar
gag
gets the
ending is.
glasses and all the girls want to fuck him?
That's a good one, but I think my favorite one is still the island of brotherly love, where Jin gets abandoned on this island, and so all the there's a bunch of clothes of Ragna, and it's just like wait a second, it's like now where is this Ragna from? It's like I know exactly where Ragna number 5
Oh,
is
I remember
from.
that one. Yeah.
That's the look on Ragna's face when he gets frustrated when he can't do this. It's just like what the fuck is wrong with you?
Someone needs to get that fucking sword away from him.
Yeah, and then like the entire island like melts, and they do like a little Terminator bit at the end where Jin just like sticks a fucking thumb up. And I'm like, this is so stupid. That's probably my favorite one. If I had to pick one, it's probably that one.
Guilty Gear could learn a thing or two about having stupid gag bullshit from Blaze Blue.
Please. Oh my
I
god,
think the
yes.
gaggiest thing that I remember from Guilty Gear was like, Soul Bad Guy got his past self erased, says nah, I'd win, and just just wills himself into existence regardless. Cause he's like, fuck off, I don't care.
That sounds like something Soul would do.
That's just no brain cells, so I don't have to have a past self. I can just live. Soul Bad Guy actually being one of the smartest characters in the series, though.
He's God.
I love Soul. Soul's my favorite.
Soul is like my friend's favorite too, but he got really frustrated because he hadn't played Strive before, so he bought Strive, and Soul and Strive does not play anything like he does it.
Not many characters do, as far as I remember. Not many characters play the same like they did in Exard or Rev or Double X or whatever.
Yeah, but he's really frustrated with it because he's been playing Soul since like the first Guilty Gear, so like he's just really frustrated. I
Soul
don't
is
know what
still
to
like top tier. He's still a high tier character.
Well, I mean, I know that, but it's just and the other thing is like he doesn't like the wall breaks either. Like there's so much different in Strive that he's just frustrated with, and he just doesn't like it. I'm just like, that's fair. I mean, if you don't like it because of all the changes, like that's okay. But like personally, like I embrace the changes and the shitheadery that you can do in that game, and then like I don't know, I don't like it.
I like it. I like Strive too. I want to get better at Rev, but I like Strive. Strive makes me feel like, oh, cool. I actually know how to do a proper combo, and I've been able to do shit with Soul. And it's fun.
Watching Red Blue Roman cancel and just fucking kill me after a wall break makes me want to like just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna go back to Blaze Blue and pretend this
There's
never
a difference
happened.
between fighting me and fighting Red.
There's a big difference.
There's a big fucking difference. Red makes his dollar from fucking fighting games and card games and editing.
Me and the fights I had with Red, I had maybe one round on him out of like 13 or 14. And I'm like, okay. I tried, I did my best. I'm dead now. And then like when I got to fight his partner Sidon, they were like, Red's like, all right, Sidon, do you want to play? And I was like, yeah, the floor, you can sit here on the floor since it's been thoroughly mopped with my corpse. But
no, I beat him. I could beat Red. I could take him.
Nah, I'd win.
I'd win. I could beat Red. No,
strongest Guilty Gear
I
player
couldn't
of today
actually. No, probably not.
Well, it's like the strongest Guilty Gear player voice actor of today versus the strongest Guilty Gear player voice actor of all time.
I don't think I fall in either of those categories. I'm not trans. I can't win.
The funny thing is, I'm technically, and I still can't win. So, like, what am I gonna do?
What's your excuse?
Yeah, what's my excuse? I'm just garbage. I'm just bad at the video game. That's my excuse.
I love it. There is a bunch of like, hey, if you're Latino, Devin, you're Latino, you can play KOF.
It's true though.
You can play Terry.
No, I literally, so like the first time I ever played King of Fighters, right, was like I want to say 13 on the PlayStation 3, and I'd never played it before. So my friends had been playing it for a little bit, and I got to go to a party and hang out with my friends. They're like, hey, so like you guys want to play some fighting games on the TV? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And they booted up King of Fighters. I had like, and again, I'd never played it before, so I just like, okay, well, I'll pick some characters and I'll just play. I went like, I want to say like round robin. Like I had a fucking victory lap against everybody. Like I bodied everyone. I'm like, oh, this game's pretty fun. What is it called again? King of Fighters. Like, oh, cool. I'll check it out.
Cool.
I was the only one of my friends in that group that was Hispanic. But I will say the friend I was playing it with, he was so you know how like you're black, you can play Tekken. He kicked my ass at Tekken. He's black. Like, I see.
Who'd they play in Tekken?
They were playing, what's that one red-haired woman in Tekken 7?
Anna?
I forget her name. Yeah, not Anna. It's the other one.
Oh, red-haired. Oh, Kunimitsu?
Maybe her. I don't remember
She
who
was
it
a
was.
ninja. She had like a kitsune mask.
No. She didn't have a mask. She was like, you know what? Let me just. It's like one of my Twitch clips,
You're
like my
ready
first
back to
one I have on my
back.
channel.
Who's good at Street Fighter? Because I know furries are good at Mortal Kombat.
Would it be Asian dudes?
I don't know. I guess maybe Daigo.
I mean, Jay Wong and Daigo are like two of the best, but that's Marvel versus Capcom. No, Third Strike.
Yeah.
Let me see. All time.
You're ready back to back. Catalina is what Tema's saying.
Thank you. That's who it was. Thank you, Catalina.
That's the character who does like the, I think it's implied that her sibling or her, like someone important to her is like turned into Gigas, which is the big, weird monster man
I never finished the Tekken 7 story because I got stuck at the fight with Akuma.
I mean, oh, there's a Tanuki right there. I mean, it's not really a spoiler. Well, I guess it's kind of a spoiler, but it's not really a spoiler anymore because, oh, he's fucking back. And like part of his dialogue is like, I am alive, bitch. Is Heihachi dies in it. Yeah, JK, lol, not really.
It's a fighting game. No one ever actually fucking dies.
He fucking he gets punched really fucking hard and thrown into a active volcano into lava.
Wow, that's only the second fucking time that's happened to him.
And one of the things he said to Kazuya, like in their fights against each other, is like, "Ha, he thought a little lava could kill me, idiot." It's like, what the fuck are the Mishimas really? And why is Lars the most normal out of all of them?
I don't know.
Why is the Swedish guy the most normal one out of the entire fucking crew?
I remember Lars's like I think it's his story mode ending in Tekken,
where has the Mishima 2 family like eat out, where they're all like
food. They're all fighting over the food.
Yeah, and he's like one normal fucking guy.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Lars is the normal guy who just wants to fuck his robot secretary.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't?
I mean,
what, do you not have a robot secretary, Crash?
I don't.
I guess that's a you problem.
I feel like that's a thing. I feel like if you design, I feel like if that's what it was designed for, which that's not what she's designed for, it would probably. Oh, I think the implication was Gigas is her dad. I think reeks of Tager being Bullet's former commander or something.
Okay. Soka.
Did Kokonoe give Tager a rocket dick?
I don't know how to react.
I remember that was a thing. That was a thing that, like in one of their joke endings or whatever, like they were, like Kokonoe was going over all the upgrades that she gave Tager, and it's like, or you should use your gigantic Tager.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. I remember that now. Thank you. Holy shit.
I'm not just saying random shit just to say it. I know I do that a lot, but also no. Kokonoe is the kind of crazy person who would do that.
She would. Take your gigantic Tager.
What?
Put it in my. There's the one with Ragna too, because it's just like your Hell's Fang and your Carnage Scissors, and then you can like, yeah.
Carnage Scissors is a terrible euphemism for any sexual organ.
Okay, but I will say it is very funny that they censor that with their attack callouts.
It is very cool.
So funny. That's like my favorite bit from that. God, I miss PlayStation.
I think that was like a game, like for a euphemism for either calling a sex move or, you know, a euphemism for your junk. Just use fighting game terminology. Volcanic Viper! Burn Knuckle! Bust Wolf!
Attention! No. Super Snake Kick! Oh, God.
What's
the
Genocide Cutter?
Genocide Cutter! God.
Heavenly Potemkin Buster.
Genesig! Emerald! Tager! Buster! Start praying!
Furin Kazan!
That's another role I love Jameson Price in, is fucking Tager. God. I hate Tager, but God, I love Tager's voice.
Jameson Price is just it's a guy you can listen to. Like, that's part of the reason why Catherine, I feel like, like I like it as much as I do, is because, oh hey, you're doing these really stressful puzzles, but hey, you want to listen to some fucking alcohol trivia? Well, guess what? Jameson Price has got you covered. And he's just gonna tell you all about Cuba Libres. He's gonna tell you about whiskey. He's gonna tell you about all this other kind of stuff, and it's gonna be great. And we're gonna like to listen to it. Oh, you little shitheel!
That's a game I need to really play. Is Catherine? I want to get the new version that's got the third girl in it.
Yeah, Catherine. I will say, Japan has a way of handling certain topics, and I'll leave it at that.
I don't like that.
I'll just leave it there. Because
the third girl she's trans, right?
Correct.
Oh no.
And Vincent is not the best person in the world.
Oh.
I'll leave it at that. It can end happy, but also the process of getting to that happy ending can be a tad.
Well,
It can be a little rough, but it could have been worse. But it could have been better.
you hate to see it. Oh no.
I didn't time that properly.
It's okay. It happens.
Friggin'. What was the thing? Let's see. Trying to think.
Devin, what are some other spooky games that we could do for Halloween?
Well, spooky games. I am a big fan of the Resident Evil. That's one of my personal favorites.
I have one already prepped for. I have Balin prepped for Fridays, where that's just gonna be that's not really like a scary thing per se. It's just gonna be a nightmare for me.
Yeah.
I have another one prepped that I'm not gonna say what it is because if I
Highlight
do,
a garbage nightmare to you.
it'll be a very big reveal for another thing I'm doing. But
well,
I'm
we'll
trying to
keep that
think. I have a fun idea that I want to try, but
Okay.
I think it'll be a very short stream if I do it.
What is it?
Pajama Sam.
Pajama Sam. That's a choice.
I liked the
I don't know.
Humongous Games when I was a kid, and it's like
That's fine.
he's going against darkness.
I think for me, I think the Halloween games I'm going to do this year I'm thinking about doing a Resident Evil game. I desperately want to get my VR headset to stream Resident Evil 4 VR properly. Because I think that would just be fun to watch because I've played Resident Evil so much, I know it like the back of my hand.
Mm-hmm.
So I think playing it in VR headspace would be enjoyable to watch because I could just be an absolute fucking clown.
Ah, Mr. Kennedy, you are playing with the VR headset. Hello.
No thanks, bro.
Okay.
But aside from that, though, I would like to give Silent Hill 2 a playthrough.
The remake? You gonna play the remake, Devin?
No, absolutely not.
No. Oh no.
No, that's not happening.
Did you see any of the new trailers?
No.
Because I heard if the thumbnail that Maximilian Dude put out, maybe it looks good? Question mark? I don't know.
It can look good, but it doesn't look like it's going to retain what made it Silent Hill 2 for me, which is it being a cramped fixed camera angle horror game.
Mm-hmm.
And because Silent Hill to me, it's never been a third-person shooter game. It's never been like a action game. It's been a psychological horror.
Yeah.
And I think turning it into an action shooter.
The thing about Silent Hill is subtlety. It's supposed to be subtle.
Yeah, exactly. As subtle as a giant,
as a giant sword
head.
penis can be.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, shit.
What's up?
Damn it. There we
Okay.
go. Joke ruined. Fuck.
Oh. I looked over in stream just now and saw you pull out the sword, you motherfucker. Oh my god.
That's not what Starbreaker is, by the way. That's not what Starbreaker is.
It's not an allegory for my dog, I swear.
Not at all. It's just
My dog is way bigger. Anyway.
That's the real Starbreaker.
Oh god.
Street Fighter 6 is doing its funny haha Halloween thing.
Oh yeah, what are they doing?
Darkstalkers.
Yeah, that tracks.
You can dress up like John Talbane if you want.
Do you want to dress up like John
No.
Talbane? No.
No, maybe I might just have the headpiece. That might be kind of cool, but no.
Yeah, okay, nice try.
Why the fuck do I tell you these things? God damn it, Devin! Fucker! Stop!
Look,
if I
man.
do that 92 more
Look.
times, I gotta do something.
Oh no.
I don't know what I gotta do, but I gotta do something.
You gotta do something.
I gotta do something.
Okay. Oh man, it's just too fun, dude. It's too fun to do that.
Look, out of all the movie monsters in Darkstalkers, obviously Talbane is the coolest one. He's got nunchucks. It's a werewolf with nunchucks who summons like a dragon thing. What the fuck do you want?
I mean, I will admit it's kind of cool. I don't play a lot of Darkstalkers, but it's interesting.
Obviously, I play the Grappler, which is the giant Frankenstein monster whose ass turns into a giant hand.
He grabbed. Yeah, God, I remember that. He grabs you with his ass.
Woof woof, John Talbane, Avatar costume in SF6. Oh, Crash, you probably enjoyed Yugo, lol. Yeah, I did, Tema. What of it? Yeah, I liked Yugo. What fucking of it? The kickboxer guy? Yeah, he was cool. I mentioned I like Yugo. I also played Shenlong. Shenlong was cool. What do you got against Yugo? He's cool.
Nothing.
I also like
Nothing against
Stun
Yugo.
and Shion. What the fuck is an unborn in that context?
I do not know.
Bloody Roar is, yes, correct. Speedstar. Bloody Yugo from Bloody Roar. Every character has a particular fighting style that they go with, and everybody has their own animal. Yugo was the wolf in that game.
Mm-hmm.
He was the kickboxer from Japan, and he trained Bakeru, the ninja mole, as opposed to Koryu, the iron mole. Elephant old man, that's Ganesha.
I don't remember who I played because I only played Bloody Roar like one time with my friends.
Was it
before
Primal
I
Fury?
moved. I don't remember. He had like 3 of the games, so I don't remember which one we.
If it was on
like,
GameCube,
a
then
lot
yeah, it
of
was
them.
Primal Fury.
Yeah, it was. We played the GameCube one. Yeah.
Then yeah, Primal Fury, which I would argue is the best one.
It was fun.
There was also oh, what the fuck was this guy's name? Not Apollo. It was he was voiced by Cam Clark, and he had 2 transformations. His main transformation was really annoying to deal with because it was the fucking penguin. And then his super transformation was the Phoenix. Chrono, I think was his name.
Yeah, I again I wouldn't know because I only played it the one time, so I don't remember these things.
No, that's fine. Look, as much as I like Bloody Roar and I would love for it to make a comeback, it's never fucking going to happen. Because, you know, I think Hudson is fucking dead.
Hudson Soft, what do you mean? No, they're still totally around.
No.
What do you mean?
Ganesha annoyed me more than Kronos. Really? I mean, there was also the super boss Uranus. Uranus the Chimera was what.
Oh wow, yeah. Holy shit, yeah, they've been defunct for like 12 years.
Yeah, Bomberman comes back, but I don't think that's a Hudson thing. I think that's just a Konami thing, and now it's
they got absorbed by Konami,
and now it's effectively Bomberman is effectively Konami Smash Bros. Effectively.
Bomberman.
And blowing shit up all across the land.
Oh, you do know that
enemy
song.
with a fucking hand grenade to explode in your face. Here comes Bomberman. Hey, Marcy, how's it going?
I'm Bomberman.
Hi. I'll make 9/11 for the 4th of July.
Rocket ship going straight to hit for the bad guys. I ain't going to take no shit. Okay, I'm done. Hi, Marcy. How are you?
Good. Yeah, Dwayne and Brando was a fucking trip.
Yeah, no, it was. I remember a lot of Dwayne and Brando growing up. I listened to them a lot in high school, and I objectively I probably shouldn't have, but I liked nerdcore, so.
Tetris is awesome. It makes people toss up their hands and scream obscenities. Don't you know my fucking Tetris, bro? I'm about to teach all you noobs geometry. My balls!
God, I knew that. I knew the Sonic one by heart and the Mega Man one by heart. Like I knew those.
Hey, name's Bowman. I got something to say. No, dead.
You're dead.
I ain't fucking with you.
Ain't bothering you. Look in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's airman, bitch.
And I'm bringing the pain.
I got a fan installed on my grill. No lie. I'm gonna blow your ass straight off the map. Bye. Yeah.
Bitch, you breathe CO2. Blow all you want. My leaf shield repels you. Shit. I'm as useless as Bubble Man. Wow, that's fucking pathetic. My leaves jammed your fan. Dead.
Dead.
I'll sneak up and hit you like a fucking tornado, leaving crash me in the trash can like yesterday's tomatoes. Crash
Come
in
on
the
now.
party, it's Mega Man baby in the
Mega Man
house.
in the house.
Quit messing around. It's all gravy. I will fuck you up. Gonna fuck you up, Mega Man. You can't catch me.
That's where I get it's all gravy from too. I say that like all the time. I don't know if you've noticed, but yeah, I say it's all gravy. It's like it's all gravy. It's all good.
I will throw a bomb, then I will jump around. That sound I hear, that's just the wind. It's bringing you down.
Yeah.
God damn.
So anyway, aside from the nerdcore rap, how was your day, Marcy? How you doing?
Good. Cleaned out the back of my car. Well, I cleaned out my entire car actually, since I was already doing it.
Good. Not, I mean, the reason why it wasn't, but
I mean,
Yeah.
it's you know, it can be therapeutic to do some cleaning.
true.
Can be. Yeah, and after that, I was like, oh, time to stream Monster Hunter.
How'd it go?
How'd that go?
It was fun. I love Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter's pretty fun.
I wish I had more free time. I totally would have joined you because I saw you're playing World, and I want to get back into playing World. Like I'm not super far in, so
But
I'm not super far. I
Wilds will be
just
coming out
started
before
today.
long.
So it's not a bad thing to get back into an older
It's true,
game.
but there might be
Come on.
difference in gameplay.
so
Okay.
Yeah, but this I mean, there's gonna be differences in gameplay between
Yeah.
all Monster Hunters.
I
anyway.
wonder what the actual real final boss monster will be in Monster Hunter Wilds. Because it's not going to be the flagship monster. Obviously, it never is.
I mean, I for one liked Malzeno and Primordial Malzeno and the
Of course,
DLC
you
for
fucking
Rise.
love Malzeno.
Yeah, it was fucking cool. I mean, my personal favorite is still, yeah, like my favorite before Malzeno was Gorbagala, but like,
I like Lunar Garon, and my favorite is Zinogre.
I like Shigaru Magala, but it's only because I have a really cool clip
Mm.
from when I absolutely fucking wrecked its face.
Oh, by all means, feel
with
free to share
a
it.
true
Yeah.
charge slash. Oh, let me see if I can find it.
I
looked it
remember
up the other day.
I remember the first time fighting Shaguru Magala in I don't remember which Monster Hunter it was, if it was for you or if it was Generations, but like I just remember fighting that son of a bitch, and like your only protection to go heal, because back in those older games you would pose when you healed yourself, you had to hide behind a rock, and dude, no, you understand, like this like whole ass like arena was like really like not that big, and then like you had to be like, oh boy, I gotta go heal, and if I don't heal behind this spot specifically, this thing will make fucking into my life.
I want to get into Monster Hunter, but my brain just isn't capable of doing shit right now, and I also have a lot of other things I need to play. The backlog is real. I understand. It's fine. Fuck.
Yeah, I have a backlog myself. I've got like Super Robot Wars 30 and Gundam Breaker 4 I'm going through right now.
Gundam Breaker. Ooh. I need
So
to
good.
fucking actually do Gundam Breaker more. I got stuck on the giant fucking I got stuck on a boss on console. It was the giant floating like what the fuck is it? It's that like giant floating spaceship thing that has the Zaku head on it.
Stream text chat.
Okay, cool. I'll check it out.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was my first fight against Shigaru Magala, and I just got such a perfect charge.
Oh, do you also play? Oh, wait. What's your weapon, Marcy?
I play Greatsword and Sword and Shield.
Gotcha.
I played I also played Insect Glaive and For You, but
Oh, so you got like a true charge slash on it. Oh my god.
well, it's during Sunbreak, so they introduced that thing where you can do like the parry.
Yeah,
Right?
and you can cancel into like the yeah.
Yeah,
Of
so-
course, Ackle responds to it. Of course he does.
of course.
Oh, that was another thing that popped up, right? Yeah, the new Amazon Prime Yakuza series.
Oh yes, that's true.
Anybody got
I saw
any
that.
opinions on that?
I didn't see it yet.
I think the casting.
They got
Let's-
Majima, they got Kiryu, and they look about right. And he says
Yeah.
Kiryu-chan, so I think we're.
I think it's reasonable to hope
Is-
for a good show.
I think one of the
Is the
actors was
story
told
gonna
like
be-
not to play the games whenever they did the show, but also he's an actor in like the pirate Yakuza one. I think that's what I heard.
As long as they're not like, as long as it doesn't end up like fucking.
Like Witcher.
Like yeah, Witcher is a good example. I was also thinking like the Halo one.
Oh,
Or, like,
God.
Where they were literally like, don't even play the games because like video games can't write a good story.
Master
It's,
Chief
like,
needs to take off his
actually-
helmet every fucking 5 seconds.
Yeah.
John Halo must commit actual war crimes,
And the
like
shit.
sleeping
yeah.
with a prisoner of war.
What?
Just the elitism
Yeah.
of the people like producing that show be like, we don't need to play the games. They don't know. People who make video games don't know how to make good stories. Otherwise, they'd be working in movies and TV.
Kojima definitely wants
like-
to work in movies and TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's besides the point.
I think I've cried over more video games than I have over movies and television.
For sure.
I'm thinking about that one. Let's see. One of the movies I cried over was like Pacific Rim, is when Idris Elba's character shows up in Mako's flashback. That part got me to tear up. That part was pretty cool.
For-
Wonderful 101, I've said
me-
repeatedly, it has brought a tear to my eye because that final scene is just so fucking good.
For me, I know I've cried over Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core.
But to say, oh, you cried over Aerith, you fool.
I also cried in Remake too, or the second one, Rebirth. Kingdom Hearts 3's ending got me to cry.
that
What do
shit
you
was
want
intense.
from me? That shit got me, dude.
That
Like
shit, that shit was pretty intense. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
Let's forgive the evil Keyblade
No.
wizard.
Not that.
Not
part.
that part.
It was the
No,
part
I
after
agree.
that when
KH3 did
the thing
tie up a lot
happened.
of loose ends, and it was very heartfelt. Of like, oh man, all these characters, I've gone through their journeys with them, and I'm so glad that I'm glad it had a happy ending. Me too.
Happy is a strong word. And then Final Fantasy 15 got me tearing up because I cried the first time I played it, and then I watched Grim play it, and I cried again.
Walk tall. my friend.
Final Fantasy, no, Persona 3, and then Persona 3 Reload got me to cry.
You brought up like E3 was fucking with you, like your girl Aegis.
God.
We designed this robot to feel pain. Okay, but why though?
Okay, but why? Keep me with a sheet to the other to keep my touch in the background. Huh.
Why would you do this to me?
Oh, God.
Because for funny, it's for the gram, you silly.
Ugh. And then I'm trying to think. Ace Attorney 3 got me tearing up too. That is a really good one.
Dad beans.
What else? I'm trying to think what other game got me.
I
to
guess a
cry.
better question to ask, as opposed to just listing off everyone that's gotten you, choked up. What is a major theme that is that just kind of is like guaranteed to just like, okay, oh boy, here come the waterworks. Like what? Like generally, there's a theme that kind of happens. Like for me, it's like
self-sacrifice.
that gets me. Like a group working together, like. A group coming together and actually, doing big ass teamwork stuff, like, and it's it's the big swelling moment. Like that's the specific thing that got me in Wonderful 101, because it's like they're playing the theme like unite hand, unite sword, and they're doing all that.
You
shit.
would cry. You would cry at the end of Char's counterattack then.
I see.
Which is a good movie, but you have to watch like literally like 150 episodes
I'm
of anime.
going to do
get
that.
to it.
It's on the list of shit to do. I bought a bunch of the fucking DVDs and media. Hey, Color, how's it going?
I heard that Crash needed some Japan facts, so I'm here.
We need more Japan facts.
Real Japan facts.
Cool Japan facts. Color knows
I'm here to
everything
be
about
accused.
Japan.
It's true. She does. She lives there. She has to do everything.
Every
Otherwise she couldn't
literal
live
thing
there.
about Japan, Color knows. Without fail, Color has the insight, the in-depth knowledge. Literally the Empress of Japan. Color knows everything in every
Wait,
person.
hold on a
Hold
moment.
on, hold on.
That's for sure.
A blob rules Japan.
God, that's terrifying. See, the flag is actually that you see that red dot. That's just one of my cheeks. The rest of it's just my body
What is
squished
this
against the
picture?
flag.
It's Color Brew zoomed in.
Color
Exactly.
was viewed from the side while blushing.
Hello, views.
Apparently, in Yamagata Prefecture, bugs are sometimes served up for school lunches. These grasshoppers are boiled in sugar and soy sauce.
I believe
Actually, I do know
Yum.
some. I don't know if it's Yamagata Prefecture, but I have heard of that lunch.
Kids eat grasshoppers.
Sounds
it. I mean, people eat bugs. I mean, there's
Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah, there's some Mexican stores that will sell. I'm not sure if it's crickets.
I mean,
But
they're just pure
Crickets,
protein.
yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like it's unheard of. It's not like it's I'm not denying the idea of like, oh man, people eating bugs. That's strange. No, food's food. Mankind will always eat anything if you're determined enough. It's like, yeah, I want that in my belly.
I'll eat it.
Just put some barbecue sauce on that, and I'll go ahead and I'll tear that shit apart. Yep. You go ahead.
Was that English?
What?
Was that
Yeah.
English?
I'm
Just
sure.
Cajun.
I'm sure a relative of mine has spoken like that at one point. Yeah, we just go ahead and we go home and put some. Tear that up with some taters and it'll be all nice and good.
Genuine Cajun drabble, if I've ever heard it.
Well, no, I didn't add the word "bub" enough to the end of those sentences. Hey, Bub, you
True.
want? Hey, Bub, you want some crawfish? I was like, okay, I'll take some crawfish. You yourself a crawdad.
Crawdad, crawfish, crayfish? What? How do people say this?
I mean, it's all the same. It's the same.
Depends on where you live.
Yeah.
Like for me, where I live, I've always called it crawfish.
But when you say crawdad, you can basically just fill in the word crawdaddy, and then it's there you go.
Oh no.
Crawdad.
Crawdaddy. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Where did we leave off?
Oh no.
Right here. You're not that stinky. Stink bugs can pass out from their own stink.
What?
It's not Japan. Plucking nose
Yu-Gi-Oh
hairs.
players built different.
Your eyes start to water if you pluck a nose hair. I've heard the only eye that on the side that you plucked from will get watery. It's not Japan either.
I think everyone should try plucking their nose hairs right now just to see if this is true.
Got
You
it.
got
on
it.
Ow, 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 ow.
God damn it.
It was the right eye.
Yep,
Who
it's
knew?
my left one. Ow. Okay. Yeah, your heels are your strongest or the toughest skin.
That's not Japan facts. That's just
Secretly
body facts.
sold meat. In the olden days in Japan, it was illegal to eat meat, so the sellers renamed horse meat to cherry blossoms and boar meat to peonies. Sold them on the down low.
I did not know that. What?
Huh.
Where do
eating the horse?
farts go?
What?
They get absorbed in your bloodstream. Enjoy that nightmare fuel.
I hate it here.
Why did your blood stink?
Cool Japan fact. All right, Dracula,
Cool Japan
try to
fact,
suck my
you
blood
blood-
now, asshole.
Bleh, you taste like farts.
Disgusting.
The Mackerel Road. The road used to transport mackerel from Fukui to Kyoto is known as the Mackerel Road. They would apparently pickle the fish in salt to transport them.
I'm sorry, I'm still on the fart thing. It's just like
I
I ate a
know.
lot of garlic too, and I held it in. You're fucked now, Drac.
I'm a ticking time bomb.
Wario is his arch enemy.
I call it fart lick.
Ew. Glasses have nose pieces, but did you know that they were thought of by a Japanese person?
Huh.
Oh. Well, thanks, Japanese
Thank
person
you,
without a name.
Japanese person.
Fogs versus clouds. Not Japanese related. Clouds on the ground are called fog. Clouds in the sky are called clouds.
Okay. And
The only
clouds
reason
in
why
video
this
games
is
are
the,
called
um,
depressing.
Oh my god. The only reason why it might be a Japan fact is use kumori for the sky, which is clouds, is the same thing for fog, which is kumori.
Ah,
Oh.
and that's where the word Akatsuki comes from. Anyway. Lentils, lens, and circles come from lentil beans. I guess.
I guess?
Panic at the bookstore. Some people in Japan say they need to use the restroom when they visit a bookstore, but why? Yeah, Color, go ahead.
Huh. I have no idea. I have no idea what the fuck.
Color, come on. You should know this.
I
Literally-
love how it just says some people. It's just like we asked a few people and they said, yeah, when
Exactly,
I
I'm
go to
just
the bookstore,
I like that it's just called like, it's like Panic at the Bookstore. My brain is like, it's like, wow, I write Sins Not Tragedies, the book.
It's very quiet. I'm right. Haven't you people ever heard of closing the goddamn closing the goddamn door. Gasho style houses. The thatched Gasho style house famous in Shirakawa-go are known as praying hand style houses from their shape.
okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Shirakawa.
In the Gifu dialect, they use the term mawashi, pass it on, for get ready. Want to go on a journey? Then you better pass it on.
Gifu, what the hell?
Okay.
All
Who
right.
says that?
Watermelon for autumn? In traditional Japanese poetry, watermelons indicate the fall season. Surprising because they're usually eaten in the summer.
I don't get that.
Okay.
But
I guess
Okay.
Sukemono
are-
steak. Add an egg to a fried sukemono and you have a juicy sukemono steak. These days, it's considered a local Gifu delicacy.
Just steak and
I know
eggs.
nothing of Gifu. It's just steak and eggs, right?
Just steak and
What
eggs.
kind of steak is sukemono, Color?
Tsukemono?
Yeah.
Tsukemono is
Like, what part of it
wait.
is?
Like, I don't know entirely what
looking it up.
Tsukemono first. Yeah, please look it up. I don't know because I know Tsukemono.
No, wait, they're
As a-
pickles.
The pickles. Yeah, I was gonna say I just know them as pickles.
Yeah, no, pickle steak made from fried pickles bound with an egg, which dried the bonito flakes or shredded leek.
Okay.
Is a well-known
So it's a
dish.
fish-based thing.
It sounds awful. I don't want it anymore.
Who pays the water bill here?
This Gifu place is like an alien country.
In Japan, the water bill for water used to put out fires in an emergency is paid by the water utility company. Fire is
Crackle
dangerous.
Fire is dangerous. Yeah, no shit.
Don't worry, the professor will help. Ah, fire indeed hot. Birds hate this one statue in the Kenrokun Garden. Won't go anywhere near the statue of the folk hero Yamato Takeru. They say it's related to electromagnetic fields and weird smells.
No, they just fucking hate that guy. They don't even shit
Is
on
there
him.
a
They hate him so
bird-related
much.
thing for Yamato Takeru?
I don't think so.
Okay. I know he was like an emperor or something like that, right?
He's a folk hero, so
He's a hero, but I don't know about Emperor.
April 4th, June 6th, August 8th, October 10th, and December 12th all fall on the same day of the week.
That's not Japan related.
October 10th is a Thursday.
Sandy Beach Driveway. The Chirihama Nagisa Driveway in Ishikawa Prefecture is the only beach in Japan where cars can drive. This is because the sand is hard enough that cars won't sink.
Great.
Okay.
Good for you, Ishikawa.
Oldest
Cool.
rice ball. June 18th is Rice Ball Day in Japan. It's the day the oldest rice ball was found in the ruins in Ishikawa Prefecture.
What the hell, Ishikawa?
It probably didn't taste very good if it was that old.
Gum versus chocolate. If you chew gum and eat chocolate together, the gum will melt. No tasting both for me, I guess.
Why would I eat gum and chocolate at the same
At
time?
the same
I
time.
don't know, man.
Fuck?
YOLO.
Who did that? To find that out.
Natural.
Some psychopath at Halloween must have been like, I'm eating all of my candy at once.
Natural honey doesn't go bad if it doesn't have additives in it. It does weaken over time.
Yep.
Monkey, only hot spring. There's a hot spring.
Ah, Nagano.
Yeah, and the Jikoku-dani hot springs in Air Nagano prefectures that are only for monkeys.
Are people just not allowed to go in there besides the monkeys?
Yeah, there's plenty of other hot springs. Don't worry. You do not have to be in the hot springs with the monkeys.
So if I decided to go in my Bloodhound Gang cosplay, I wouldn't be able to go in there, is what you're telling me.
No.
Yeah.
I might not get to go to some hot spring because I've
There
heard that
are
like,
hot springs, Crash. You can't come in.
But I want to go to the monkey one.
I've heard
No.
that there are some hot springs that you can't go into if you have a tattoo.
I don't have one.
How hard is it for you to cover it?
It's on my right shoulder.
If you put a towel over it, you're fine.
Okay, cool.
Have you ever heard of a flower called the cyclamen? Pigs really love to eat bulbs, so in Japan, the flower is called steamed pork bun.
Yum.
Huh.
When eating spicy food, dairy products apparently quell spiciness. If your mouth hurts from spicy food, it's better to drink milk than water.
Thanks.
Yep, I do that.
Kendo dual wielding. Apparently, it's not very common to dual wield swords in kendo. It's actually not very helpful during a match.
Tell that to Roronoa Zoro, pirate hunter, bitch.
Tell that to Masamune Date, who has 6.
They're not kendo. They're not kendo masters.
Kendo and swordplay is basically the same thing, right?
Same
No,
thing.
it's
Same
not
thing.
going to go.
Takuto, that was his name from Star
Takuto.
Driver.
Well, he had Star Sword Sapphire and Star Sword Emerald.
Yeah, there was that scene though. Remember when he was like doing a kendo match, and he was like, this feels weird," and then he grabs a second sword, and he's like, suddenly I'm better."
What was that weird like spell that he did after the one girl said like something yaga dancing, something yaga dancing, and then he just beat her sister or whatever it was in that fight.
What?
Just beat her.
Well, it was in a robot fight, so it's not like it was.
I don't.
No,
remember.
he did it for a
God.
baseball at first. He did it for baseball, so he could get a home run.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And then
that
his
show
dad
that
was
well.
super young and hot.
Heyo.
Did you not watch All Star Driver?
I did. I just don't remember.
Yeah, his
it.
dad
It's
was a
been long
purple-haired guy
time.
who was like the main antagonist, but he was also super young.
Man,
I remember Star
shows are
Driver.
weird.
Wait, what?
Was that not his dad?
No. Wait, no.
What do you mean no?
Okay,
What,
I'm gonna punch Scoop.
was it or was it mirages or phenomena caused by bending of light? This makes just an object appear stretched or flipped.
Am I crazy?
Usable water. A lot of water on Earth, but only 0.01% of that is, actually usable. Bless you. Bless you. Okay, here we go. Japanese amberjack fish are named differently in Japan depending on their stage of growth. Small fry are called inada, youth are called hamachi, and the adults are called booty.
I've heard of hamachi and booty. I didn't know they're the same fish. Okay.
Runny
Makes sense,
nose. Apparently more than 1 liter of snot is produced by the nose each day to keep the body safe.
I mean, I believe
Gross.
Naming the Japanese Alps. The Japanese Alps and the Chubu region were apparently named by foreign visitors. There are a lot of different theories as to who named them. A city of gems?
Wait, hold on. The Japanese Alps.
Yeah.
What's the name?
A city of gems? A lot of crystals are found in the Kofu City, Yamagata Prefecture. Craftspeople would polish the crystals that they dug up. This eventually developed into the processing of gemstones, too. It's a bit of a... It's kind of weird when you realize how young they look, like they're basically brothers or whatever.
Yeah.
But then again, there was also that one girl who married like an 80-year-old guy, but she was super hot and was dating everybody in her school. Well, no, she would kiss on the glass, and that would be kind of like an indirect kissu.
Oh yeah.
Remember that character?
Yeah.
Remember they had a crossover with Tales of Zillia?
Nope.
Okay. Your elbows is the least likely to feel pain. Density of the pain-sensing nerves is the lowest there. Roller coaster day! July 9th is roller coaster day in Japan. It was the day the very first roller coaster was built in Japan.
Not that we have it off or anything like that.
It's roller coaster day. Cool. Do we have the day off? No.
No.
You get to maintain the roller coaster.
Of life.
This crazy roller coaster we call life.
This carousel. Sunflower got its name from how it turns to face the sun. Apparently, the stalks that receive the least light grow the fastest in order to reach the sunlight.
So much fun.
New
So
rice.
all the sunflowers are racing each other, be like, move out of my way,
Yeah.
get in the sunlight.
My son.
My son.
Only rice that has been polished and bagged by December 31st of the year that it was harvested is allowed to be labeled as new rice. Okay. Gold and seawater? Apparently a lot of gold gets dissolved into the sea, but only a tiny bit is found per ton of seawater. That's too bad.
I don't like to be drinking, like the fish to be drinking gold. I'm not sure if that's like, okay.
Delicious.
Delicious liquid gold.
In
Love
Japan,
Velveeta.
only 100% fruit juice is allowed to show a cross-section of the fruit on the packaging. If it contains 5% or less fruit, realistic drawings are not allowed either.
Okay,
So
so they can
funny.
pay me to draw the fruit because I can't draw for shit.
I think this is an orange.
Oh,
Or
cool.
maybe it's a mango.
Most Western loan words these
Is this
days don't
fruit?
get their own kanji characters in Japanese, but meters did. If you're curious, it looks like this, and was first used in the Meiji era. I think that's the symbol for light, right?
No, that's
It's
not.
meter. You ding dong! It literally says it right there.
Right there.
It means light meters, light years, and
I'm.
salad flavor allure. See salad flavored snacks. These aren't actually vegetable flavored. They're just cooked in vegetable oil and flavored with salt.
They're lying to us.
Nose hair is good, actually. Stop picking it from the previous one. It's filtering things just like dust and pollen.
And you can learn a specific martial art called Fist of the Nose Hair.
Fist of the
Wait.
nose hair. So Zato Temple has a double spiral staircase, so visitors going up won't pass by the visitors going down. It's a very strange and rare structure.
I've never been there.
My brain's still thinking that. Get these Japanese words off of me.
I remember. So what's the true path to peace? I just want to be eaten. It's like, what was the right answer? It's more fighting. If you don't get... So I'm going to give you a fun little quiz, and if you win, you get this neato pin. But if you lose, you're going to have to talk to Mr. Bang Bang now.
What?
You know what sucks? Bobobo is not on the Shonen Jump app, and I'm genuinely depressed.
I
over
love
that.
Mr. Bo Jiggler, voiced by Johnny Young Bosch. But if you get it wrong, then I'll take you down. And no pin.
And no pin.
Possible to end up with water intoxication if you drink too much water. That's because the salt in our blood becomes too diluted. Don't drink too much or too little.
I'm going to fight this so hard. That's
No, it's
not
true.
It is, but also you could just replace the salt by drinking with salt.
Drink the salt water.
Just take
Don't
a
do
big old
that.
bag of salt and just shove it in your mouth while you're drinking water.
Like, that's the thing, is like all these things, like you could drink too much water. I'm like, yes, if you A, don't release it through your pee, and B, don't have enough salt. So how do you cure that?
Stop
just have
peeing.
more salt. No!
I actually
don't know how you
remember
could possibly
some.
drink that much water though.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
I remember there's
Recycle
there's a story of these guys who were in the army or whatever, who they had their packs full of water, and they were just like, well, we'll just drink it all now, so we don't have to worry about it later and carry it around.
That's
And
so
they
dumb.
ended up dying because they over, yeah.
You
That-
got
that's
some.
how they-
Oh my god. All these stories are with people who are stupid. I'm
Well, yeah.
sorry.
Futabasaurus Suzuki was the very first fossil of a long-necked dinosaur to be found within Japan. And that's why that character in Persona is named that.
Oh, I knew it.
Highest postcode number. I need to catch some, but I'll get some ones I missed, but I'll have that ready for next stream. Japan, the
No
highest
worries.
number for a postcode is 999-8531. That postcode is for an area called Suga in a town called Yuza in the Yakumi district of the Yamagata prefecture.
It's always Yamagata.
Dad beans! Local specialty of the Sukuroka city is a type of bean called dada beans. In this region, dada is the common word for dad.
I guess that makes sense.
Cutting edge menu. Apparently in the Yamagata prefecture, bags just... Oh, we just heard that one.
Yeah.
How much more trivia do we have?
A shit ton.
260 trivias.
Or more to read, to be a trivia
Strength.
master is my destiny.
Trent, what was about monorail? Did we say
No,
monorail?
no monorails. We're just talking about people being stupid for drinking too much water.
Monorail.
That was a while ago.
Yeah,
Monorail.
More on nails.
More on there.
I ain't scared of nothing. Oh, it's Akita. That's where Steel studied.
That's also a type of dog.
Yeah, because of the region.
Ah.
Yeah.
I love them.
Wait, aren't Akitas kind of mean? Or is that Shibas?
Oh, okay, so Shibas are cunning. Akita are very protective.
Ah, I see.
Oh.
Yeah, so they're only mean because you kind of piss them off.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's your fault.
Which one of the dog warriors in Okami was an Akita?
God, I don't know that. I'm bad at names. I'm really bad
Which
at names.
color was it? Color?
This is what you're supposed to be good at.
Color, you played Okami. You should know that.
No, I don't.
You should know the lore.
I only pay attention to my face.
Honestly, same.
Mood.
All right, what information are you gonna piss us off with this today, Scoop? Namahage Oni colors. The red Namahage, Oni, Japanese ogre, is the grandpa, and the blue one is the grandma.
I thought they were called.
Well, there they are.
Mezuki and Gozuki, right?
Mezuki and Gozuki, no, that's bull and that's the bull demon and the horse demon.
Yeah, these are different demons. Namahage is, since you're in Akita, Namahage is a specialty of Akita.
Oh, okay.
Would you like to know about Namahage?
Yes, I would.
I do know that. So Namahage are basically the evil Santa.
Okay.
Instead of like during the times where everyone's all celebrating, like, oh my god, during wintertime we're gonna have people coming by or this, old man coming by to give us presents. It's, hey kids, during wintertime, be good or the Namahage will freaking steal you away from your home.
Oh, so like Krampus, gotcha.
Yeah, in that sense. And so, there's festivals held every year to try and be like, okay, if we give the Namahage enough sake, they'll go away, right? So a bunch of people will dress up as the Namahage, and they will threaten to take the children, of course. And
Unless you get them shit-faced.
Unless you get them shit-faced, be like, oh, no, okay, instead of milk and cookies, here's sake, go away, leave my child alone, they'll be a good kid. And it's fun and games and everything.
Jeez.
Yeah. The funny story about this is when Steele studied, of course, and there's a bunch of foreigners, I'm not being mean to Japanese people, but they tend to be on the shorter side, right?
Sure.
In comparison to, say, like, tall 6-foot American man that's like 3 foot wide.
Who are you calling a tall 6-foot American man that's 3 foot wide?
Apparently the guy that they chose to be the Namahage, who came from Britland, wow.
Britland.
Britland, who came from the UK. And the poor guy loved kids so much. And there's this other guy that also got chosen to be like the partner Namahage, right?
Sure.
And he was much lankier. And so during Steele's first Namahage festival, there's the big guy who loved kids, and the lankier guy and shorter, he was just like, I'm gonna like be the best Namahage ever. He's going around and trying to be like to all the kids. And they're all like, the kids were like, oh my god, Namahage, you're so funny. Like, they don't really believe in it too much, right?
Yeah.
Big guy comes in and is like, hey children. The kids are freaking terrified.
It's like fucking Big Show showing up.
It's the real Namahage. And it's even funnier because he's just like, oh no, and he'll start like going after them with his hands out, trying to calm them down. And they see him, and they're like, holy shit, he's after us!
He's so big and British.
Also because he's a big guy though, they're like, oh no, he's chasing the children. Here's the sake, right? But they give him bottles of the stuff instead, like 1 or 2 cups. And so, like, an hour later, Steele comes by and just like, yo, dude, you okay? And he's just shit-faced. He's like, they keep giving me the stuff like I could drink it, man.
That's not gonna help with the kids. Kamakura snow huts are made from snow, but they are built so that wind can't get in and the warm air inside can't escape. Warm and toasty.
I mean,
an igloo, but okay.
It's an igloo. Okay.
Igloos are.
That guy was stupid.
again, not inherently just a Japanese thing, but like, I mean, I guess the design maybe.
No, Japan made it.
No, Japan did it.
No,
I mean, honestly, sometimes with people here, I kind of want to slap them. With Japan did it first. The common thing that I want to slap old Japanese people for. Hold on, I'm on a roll here.
Please, go ahead. This is the perfect time to talk about Japan.
I will smack another old person if they're just like, yes, it must be so different in your area. Here in Japan, we have 4 seasons. And I'm just like, every place else has 4 seasons, old man!
I mean, I kind of get it.
We also have 4 seasons. It's a nice hotel.
I mean, I kind of get where he's coming from, because, like, you know, in Texas, it always just feels like it's summer, 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 fall, then summer again. But, you know,
I get it because, like, yes, there are areas like California, where I was born, where it's sunny, like, most of the time, and sometimes may get rain. But I lived in Oregon. We have 4 seasons just fine. Sometimes we have them all in one day, but we do have them. And it's baffling to me that sometimes we're like, we know what 4 season is, old peeps. Like, this isn't a new thing. And they're like, wow, fascinating. I thought it was only Japan. And I'm like, I'm gonna slap somebody.
Get the fuck off your tiny ass island and go experience. You know what really gets my goat about people outside of the U.S.? It's
What?
this. It's like, so like people
They're
will say
not
like,
American.
well, no, that's I don't give a shit if you're not American. So like, what people outside the U.S. like to say is like, oh man, Americans aren't very well traveled, or they don't go anywhere outside the U.S. Blah 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 blah. And then they fail to realize like how big the United States
Fucking
is. Like,
Pretty big.
I drove like this weekend, right? I drove from where I live in Texas to where Red lives in Texas. That's over 400 miles. It was a 4.5 hour drive.
Like for context, like from getting from England to like France or Germany, it takes under an hour,
Exactly.
Yup.
and that's
So it's just like-
across the water.
Everything's bigger in America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just
You
like
would have spanned across the mainland of Japan in that 4 hours.
exactly.
Easy.
Hell, I've even driven across like from Oklahoma City to Seattle, Washington, and then back. That took like 5 days.
Damn.
Like, yeah, it was it was a fun trip. Don't get me wrong. I'll never do it again as long as I live. But like, yeah, I've driven, and it's just like I've traveled further than a lot of people think. And it just,
Yeah.
I don't know, it just drives me
I
insane.
took a road trip all the way out.
Talking about
to-
Hachiko.
All the way out to
Yeah,
Utah.
the
from
Akita
Georgia.
dog. See? Territorial, loyal, tend to be very protective.
Continue
I also
on.
drove all the way up to Ohio, and then I drove to North Carolina, up the Appalachians to Ohio, and then west to Indiana as well. I've done that as
Damn.
well.
My family did a road trip from Oklahoma to North Carolina because we had family in North Carolina. And that took, I want to say, like 24 hours. Nightmare drive. Never want to do that again.
Oh.
I've learned if I'm gonna go somewhere now, I'm just gonna fly. Like the number of times I've been to Georgia now, and I just flew. It's so much easier. You just get there so much faster. You don't have to worry about your car
Yeah.
breaking down or getting in a wreck or anything like that, or and having to like the damage to your vehicle or any of that.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna fly. I don't care how much more expensive it is.
I've been to Kentucky a shit ton of times, like a shit zillion. Oh look, Namahage Festival. Where's the
Woo!
booze?
Where's the booze?
Where's the bus?
It was soccer.
Have you seen?
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna see.
Is there a reason why red is the hot-blooded one and blue is the cooled and collected one? Like why that's a trope there, color?
I think it's just the colors,
It's
right?
just the colors. That's just a yeah, that's just a
Yeah.
psychological thing.
Okay,
I mean, like take a look at like Dante and Virgil, right?
it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Virgil,
Also-
the calm and collected one who stabs a guy.
Why isn't this working?
Why isn't
So-
this working? Must more
Let
blood
me
be
teach
shed?
you
You're
color
just
things.
upset because you have human blood in you. Shut up. Ugh.
Red colors are known as warm colors, and blue colors are known as cool colors.
Wow, cool
So-
Japan facts.
Oh my god!
I actually know this when it comes to color. Actually, like that's why a lot of food places on their
Yeah,
mascot
red makes
not their
you
mascot.
hungrier.
Yeah.
It's because clowns are so appetizing.
I am a snack.
You're a
Oh, I'm a wrestler. That's different. Yeah.
I do. We saw Hachiko. I think everybody knows the story of Hachiko, but it's like he was the dog of a monk, right? And the monk died. Like he'd always waited the temple for the monk. Right? Color, you go ahead and say it more accurate.
No, I want to hear your version.
It was like
Yeah.
he was the dog of a monk, and that monk would always be there. Or he was like a monk made a friend with that dog, and the dog would always wait there for the monk to return. But one day, oh my god, that's a very bug-eyed one.
The Akira Wildin.
I think I know this story more so from like the
From
world is
Persona
with you.
3,
and-
yeah?
No,
One
the world
Piece.
is with
The
you,
world's
and
with
you
you.
were.
Oh
you
yeah,
were
because they had that whole
telling
big statue to Hachiko. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's in that area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also in Neo, the world ends with you, but it's
Because it's the same area.
yeah, it's exactly. Cool Japan fact.
They're still in Shibuya.
Cool Japan fact. Did you know that dog was there? It's because that's why the symbol of like dogs are loyal. Is because like that dog, even after that monk passed away and wasn't obviously coming back, Hachiko would just sit there and wait for him to come
Yeah.
back. But he was waiting for someone who would never show up, and he died.
Futurama.
All right, it's a color. You want to tell us the real story?
Persona.
It's fine. It's basically dog waited for owner. Owner never came back, but dog waited until it passed So
And people were like, "That's a fucking awesome dog. Let's make a statue of him."
exactly. That's
That dog
pretty
was-
much it.
That dog was fucking epic. What happened to the cat with its owner? Oh, the cat ate its owner.
You're on this again?
That's what they do, Devin.
I don't know
Yeah,
about
they
that.
have
My
nothing
cat,
else
Dead,
to
are
eat.
you?
my cat is a neurotic fucking mess. If I'm gone for more than like 20 minutes, she's like, I don't know where my dad went. I gotta go.
Also, you don't know why they eat the owner. Maybe it's because they want them to be with them forever.
Maybe it's because I'm tasty. Did you ever think of that, Crash?
Yeah.
You know, I never considered the idea of eating flesh or human flesh. It's never crossed my mind, so I wouldn't know. Flesh.
Never.
Dad is scary when angry. Oh, there's an expression in Japanese that goes earthquakes, lightning, fire, and dad. Honestly, I get it. My dad can be just as scary as a
I've
typhoon.
never heard of that
Scoop, do
saying.
you want to
Lord.
talk?
Scoop, are you
You have
having
something-
trouble?
yeah.
Oh, I get it,
Okay.
Scoop. My dad's also scary when he's mad. Sometimes he pulls out the belt and why do we stop?
Other times
Oh.
he fills the sock with nickels.
Sometimes my dad thinks it's a good idea to smash his small child's head into a wooden table as a gag.
Yeah.
Okay, but
All
the
right,
bees are
clearly
the
we all
ones
need
that
therapy.
My dad's cool.
Okay.
My
Uh-huh.
dad's
What?
Uh-huh.
not. My dad's a cop. I've talked about this.
I've mentioned many a time how my dad's a merry prankster.
Sometimes he breaks out the belt. Sometimes he uses the buckle end.
Sometimes my dad will fill a sock full of oranges because they don't leave bruises. I don't think that's how that works. I'm pretty sure it is.
I think I told you that, didn't I? I told you about that. I was like that one singer. What the fuck was his name?
I don't.
One of those old crooners or whatever.
I need to send you all to therapy. Like
I don't need therapy. I'm
You
fine.
could find a therapist. I can
Therapy is for
afford,
people
that'd
who
be
need
great.
it, and if they need therapy, that's perfectly fine. I'm glad for them.
everyone
getting
needs
help.
therapy.
I already go to therapy.
It's so cold. The Tohoku region is just as cold as they say.
Really? I don't feel cold. I wonder why. Maybe you're just not suited to the cold.
My balls are shrinking.
Good!
So they're like regular sized for people. That's rich coming from someone who's always snuggled up in my hair, Eason.
Oops! You got me. Your hair's so warm that I didn't notice the cold.
It's literally just Eason. My hair isn't some kind of heated blanket, you know.
But
Ugh.
it could be.
Yeah, but you could talk back.
Ami would just
It's a
eat
game I need
Eason.
to. It's a game I need to finish. I have Okami on the PS3.
It
but
has
I
the
never
best character,
finished
Oki, in it.
Okay.
That's a funny way of saying Sutsuro.
But Oki's so cool. Wibbly
I,
wobbly,
I
super cool.
literally only know Amaterasu, and that's because of fucking Marvel 3. I don't know what to tell you.
Her name is
Amaterasu's the
Okami.
best. I'm going to slap.
Her name is Okami.
Well, no, Color, don't be upset, because, like, hey, like, that's
It
how
is,
people
technically.
find out. That's how people
Yeah.
find out about stuff.
It's a double pun joke. I get it. I know.
Oh, is it?
Oh yes. Okami. So O in front of something
Okami.
is supposed.
Means
Yeah,
wolf.
it's supposed to give an honorific, right?
Uh-huh.
So Okami would be like God, like a revered god.
Yeah. Oh god.
But
yeah.
Okami means wolf.
Oh.
It's a double pun.
Yeah.
That's. I love that.
So it's a god wolf.
Isn't
Double
there
entendre.
like an anime called Okami and her 7 companions or some crap like that?
Probably.
I don't know, man.
Oh, okay. Iwate Prefecture, located in the middle of the main island
Iwate.
of Honshu. What?
Iwate.
Iwate.
Iwate Prefecture, located in the middle of the main island of Honshu, is Japan's biggest prefecture by land size. It's about the same size as the whole island of Shikoku.
It's okay, Trent. I also suck at Marvel 3. That's why I don't play it anymore. And now I just play Marvel 2 and
This is
do
true
various
love we're
work things.
making. This is true love we're making, not from that game.
Yeah.
That's from SNK versus Capcom, right?
I don't remember. I didn't play SNK versus Capcom.
Okay. Everything is fine.
Everything is okay. Look, Crash, just because I'm Hispanic doesn't mean I've ever played
You played
every
half of it, at
SNK
least.
game.
You played half of it.
I've
We need to give Crash lessons on what we do and don't know. Hold on.
Devin knows everything about KOF and SNK in general.
That's
Color
not
knows
how
everything
that
about
works.
Japan.
It's more accurate to say my wife would know more about SNK because she's full on like Hispanic. I'm just like a fourth. She's like 100%. Just like yes, Devin's wife knows all about.
Just because I'm Hispanic doesn't mean. And then you were like, but my wife is way more
Yeah,
Hispanic
yeah.
than I.
You should see my wife.
No, she
Devin,
does.
your wife
She
is
does,
cracked at KOF.
No, you have no idea though. I okay, so like when Terry was announced for Smash, her fucking reaction, I was not prepared for it. I was not at all prepared. She was just like going off. I'm just like, what the fuck is
all those
happening?
Charlotte's losers, Devin. Hold me back. Hold me back.
It was so funny. I'm just like, okay, this is a big deal, okay?
Terry's fucking cool.
No, he is.
As a non-Hispanic person, even I can attest to that.
I'm not usually in the market
God.
for agreeing with Hispanic
I-
people, but Terry is cool.
What the fuck? Hold on, Aqui. That felt racially charged.
It's okay. Devin knows everything about Mexico.
Given that I live like quite literally within spitting distance of the border, I kind of know quite a
He
bit.
knows everything about it.
I
I'm
wanna
just
go
kind
to
of sitting
Tech
here
Theater to go
baffled that you
see.
didn't take the chance to ask your wife if she was okay.
Buster Wolf!
Look, we're not on your stream now, are we, Colin?
And
No, we're
then-
not.
and then your wife would say, I will bathe my hands with your blood. Predictable.
my wife just fucking counters me when I
Your
go to
wife
hug her.
is geese
Hey,
half
predictable.
Predictable. Reppuken. Double Reppuken.
Actually, if I remember, my wife plays. I think she plays either K-Dash or King.
Ah.
I think she plays. Yeah.
Why did I picture your wife playing Angel?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh,
Geese goes hard.
He is an angel.
It's almost like there's a bunch of voice actors in this chat or
It's
something.
almost like I've heard these quotes and I've had time to practice them. I had a chance to practice my future Trunks screaming. If they set that android free, it'll be the end of all of us. I'm not gonna do it again because I don't want to deafen anybody, and also I need to somewhat keep my voice intact for Thursday because I have to scream a lot.
I wish I could
Oh?
scream like you do.
Yeah, me too. I want to work on that.
It is a skill that you pull up just by practicing and just monkey see,
Well,
monkey
you've got that.
doing.
You've got that really good growly scream.
I
And it's just
appreciate
like
that, thank you.
yeah, and it's just like I wish I could do that. Like I want to practice my screaming more, but like it's hard to find like a place to do it without having to worry
Right?
the neighbors or my in-laws. Like one time I did an audition for Wolverine,
Yeah.
and Wolverine's like, he's in this area, and also "Ah!" yeah, doing all those kind of screams and all that. And my in-laws like, is everything okay? We heard Devin shouting. I'm like, I'm sorry. I was voice acting. I was doing an audition. I'm so sorry.
I used to
did
do
not
that
mean
when
to
I was still living with my folks. I'd have to say like, hey, listen, I'm gonna be screaming. Everything's fine. I'm just gonna be screaming. I apologize in advance. And they're like, okay.
Yeah. So it's like I'm doing Wolverine. I gotta go hard. I can't just go, I'm Wolverine. But no,
I'm
I'm
Wolverine.
I'm the best.
What are you gonna do?
I'm the best
at what I
at
do,
what
and what I do
do.
isn't very nice there, friendo.
Wanna know how I got these, bub?
10 of the wood mushrooms are called maitake, dancing mushrooms in Japan. They say it got its name due to being so rare in the past that people would dance when they found one.
Now they're everywhere.
I don't think I'd dance if I found a mushroom.
I like mushrooms. I might do a little jig.
I don't think I would.
I know
What
the
kind of
quote.
mushrooms do you like?
The quote that precedes that is very gross, so I'm not going to repeat it.
We're good.
What kind of mushrooms do I like though?
Yeah, what kind of mushrooms do people like?
I think it depends on how they're cooked or how they're made. Like I like oh gosh, I don't remember what kind of mushrooms
Portobello?
usually go on pizza, but I do love portobello mushrooms. Oh my god, on a burger. When I was in Houston, we stopped. So in the middle of our class, we went up the street to this burger place, and I got their mushroom burger, and I was just like, this is heavenly. This is the best mushroom burger I've had. I also like shiitake mushrooms too. And then like, oh man, there's these one mushrooms. I gotta ask Grim what mushrooms she gets whenever we have like hot pot, because they're these long. Yeah, that's it. Like,
I know
oh my
exactly.
God.
The moment people are like hot pot, I'm like, it's enoki.
See?
Why?
Like
I
I
love
said,
those.
knows
I
everything about
love
Japan.
God damn it!
You played yourself. You
I
played yourself.
did.
Now
But
you
yeah,
know what
those-
it's like when people say I'm a furry. I'll just use the Japan card on you.
Yeah, but at least color accepts it.
Shut up, Devin.
Am I wrong?
I don't have to because I'm not a furry.
Sure, bud. Anyway, but yeah, no, like whenever we have those mushrooms in hot pot, I'm like, these are so good. Especially like when they have enough time to like soak up the broth and everything.
Who did it?
Speedstar did.
Yeah.
Feedstar.
Fucking great. Now I've already broken 10. Awesome.
God, I cannot wait. It's getting to that time of year where we can break out our hot pot stuff, and gotta get a hot pot again. I miss when it's just nice and cool, because like, man,
That must be nice.
like having a hot pot is just so good. Oh my God, we used to live. It's so good. Oh God, Echo, you gotta have hot pot.
Yeah.
Make
Depending
sure to
on
do
what
that.
variations you have, there's Chinese and Japanese are the most well-known ones, but of course there's lots of different variations. Gosh, I don't know
Korean
how.
too, I think.
Korean hot pot also exists. Yeah.
Mm.
The Eastern Asians. So here's the thing: all of Asia does hot pot. It's a thing, but everyone's gonna claim that their version is the best one. That's just
Of
how it
course.
is.
Hot
Of
pot
course.
is the best.
Oh no, hot
We have
pot is the
tons
best.
of.
Hot
Yeah.
pot is the best.
And
we have
the
tons
one
of
that's
different Asian
most well
restaurants
known
around, so.
in other places, of course, are East Asian ones. So China, Korea, and Japan tend to have more say in that. Vietnamese people are just sitting here like, yeah, okay, we're fine. Don't worry about it.
Our hot pot's alright.
Yeah, we don't have
But-
to worry about it because y'all are on are stuck on our pho. So hey.
Yeah, pho's so
Yeah,
good though.
pho's
Oh
so
my
good.
God. I think, oh man, when I get paid, I might go to our local pho place 'cause it's so damn good. Ever since you taught me how to like properly mix in like
You're
the
welcome.
sauces and everything, it's been
Yes.
like, mwah, yes, 10 out of 10.
You're
How
making me
do you
hungry now, and it's not even my fucking cheat day.
how do you do the sauces? Because normally I just eat it straight.
Yeah, so if you have
yeah.
like hoisin sauce or like sriracha, right, is your general sauces, but it always comes in so thick and it sticks onto the noodles, so a lot of people don't like it. What you're supposed to do if you want to spread throughout the broth is actually take out your spoon, put the sauce in spoon, and slowly dip in some of the hot soup to melt it and mix it with your chopsticks, and then pour out as it gets more diluted. And so that way it gets into the entirety of the broth as opposed to just sticking onto one or two pieces.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And-
try
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, the thing about Vietnamese food is that we give you the base, and then we give you a ton of accoutrements to go with it. So you'll have like that's why you always get the plate of like I call it the plate of leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you get to add in all that stuff if you want to. You don't necessarily have to, but it's nice. And with like the lime
I do too.
and yeah. And depending on where you go, it gives you different types of accoutrements, but that's why there's always a bunch of seasonings at the side as well, is that you could add it to your stuff.
I add everything. I love everything.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, I
Except
think
the sauce. I always.
I
pass
do
the
like me a
sauce.
good sauce.
But like ever since Color taught me that, like I do that every time now, and like I taught Grim, and she does that too. So it's just
Good.
like, yeah, it's such a great way to like add your sauces and everything gets mixed in just right, and it's like, oh, I like it.
Itadakimasu.
But like I really great. Now I think this Saturday I'm probably gonna go to that pho place. I totally forgot what I was gonna say because we were talking about hot pot.
Yeah.
Oh, now I remember. So like back when I lived in
What the fuck
San
is this piece
Antonio-
of trivia?
Scoop, you're out of here. Get
It's
out.
July 2nd is the middle of the year. At least I wonder if that's true.
Well,
Then why the fuck
Blink
are you passing it on?
182. Anyway,
Go ahead, Devin.
uh,
Fucking scoop.
so back when I lived in San Antonio, we used to live like less than a mile from this Asian market, and they would always get like hot pot stuff in, like the first day of fall, and it's just like we would just buy it in droves, and we would just have stuff for hot pot ready to
Yes.
go. Like I think the last time we lived there, we had hot pot, I want to say, for a good majority of like the winter. I remember because like we had a really bad snowstorm, and we went ahead and we just bought a bunch of hot pot stuff, and we just ate on that, you know, because we could heat it up pretty easily. It's just, oh my god, it's just I want hot pot so bad once it cools down. Holy shit, I want a hot pot so bad.
Yeah.
Another really good meal for cold weather is budae-jjigae.
Was it?
Budae-jjigae?
What's that?
Budae-jjigae?
Yeah, it's the other word for it is Korean army stew.
Ooh.
And it's
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh, it's so
Budae-jjigae.
fucking good.
Yes. It was originally supposed to be one of those like, hey, for people foods kind of thing because we had to deal with an army. But then over time, people were like, oh no, this shit slaps. Okay.
Yeah.
And then they started making it one
This
of those
stuff
like
is epic,
delicacies.
actually.
Yeah, it's basically just like it actually. When I first had it, it really reminded me of like a Low Country boil, if you're familiar with that. Because it's like this really kind of warm, spicy broth, and it has rice cakes, sausage, Spam, bean sprouts. What else?
You saying Spam makes me feel like that sounds like a Guam kind of dish or something like the Pacific Island kind of dish.
No, it's Korean.
It's a Miyagi.
I
Spam is
learned-
actually very much used due to a lot of different armies using it. So Japan uses Spam as well, and which is why Hawaii also has a lot of Spam stuff as well. too.
When I first moved to San Antonio, there was a guy who I used to work with, and he was from Guam, and he was telling me about how Guam is like super serious about their Spam.
Yes.
And there was once, like, he told me, like, yeah, one time there was like this huge, like, there's this truck that got stolen, and all it had on it was Spam. I'm like, are you real? He's like, yeah, dude, there was like a big Spam robbery in Guam. I'm like, what's the shit?
robbery?
So funny.
Yeah.
Spam robbery of
It's very funny.
1997.
Kokeshi style karate.
It's just a Kokeshi. You can't just be like, "Hi, I am this race,"
I
and
am
therefore now
Master
it's,
Kokeshi.
I
It is me.
What's the matter, Colored? You look how wacky and fun the Japanese video game is.
Look how wacky and fun the Japanese are.
I typed the name of how to spell budae-jjigae in the stream text chat in case you want to look up someplace near you, because that shit is so fucking good.
Yeah.
I don't have any exotic tales of like food that I enjoy during the cold weather. I mean, my mom makes a really nice vegetable soup, which is
You don't
like,
need
it's-
exotic tales. That's great.
it's-
Tell us more about this.
It's beef, it's green beans, it's a bunch of like other just veggies put into a nice, very, very tasty broth, very hearty. And it's nice. It's nice on a cold day. Chili is also a very nice little treat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
With some hot
chili.
sauce on it, pretty
I
good.
had chili today.
I remember back when I lived in Oklahoma, we would have like this big chili cook-off, and it's where I learned like how to cook some of my favorite chili recipes.
Bless you.
And bless you. And my favorite way to make chili is like I will actually get like a bottle of beer, and like I'll pour it into with the chili when it's cooking and everything, and like it brings out like more of the flavor. And it's usually, if I recall, I think it's like the darker the beer, the more rich the flavor is. So I'll get like a real like a dark brew, like not exactly like a lager or anything like that, but like something like real dark.
I see.
Yeah. I gotta remember the recipe because my mom sent me the recipe back when I first moved, and it's so good. Also like throw a jalapeno in there too.
Yeah.
The jalapeno thing is very common, I've noticed amongst people. Be like, just throwing. It's either a jalapeno or a lot of people I know also do hi, we bought the most spiciest like spice ever, like one of those ghost pepper sauces, and put like a drop.
I mean,
And it just like fills the entire pot.
there's a thing about spice. I enjoy me some spicy ass food. Like I literally do the whole thing of like I have hot sauce that I just kind of put on stuff. I like wings with a nice spicy sauce. It gets to a point of like you have to have a nice balance to where where it's not just pain and you're just doing it for the bit. It has to be flavor alongside, as opposed to just like heat.
No. Like, I mean, like, they would buy a bottle and put a single drop.
Yeah.
Like one of those super spicy ones, but a single drop to fill an entire pot.
Ah.
And it's that perfect balance is the
Okay.
thing. Yeah.
I
Because it's like,
gotcha.
yes, it's the spiciest thing known alive, but if it's for the entirety of the pot, then it's fine.
I think this was a story that my dad said. This is just about him. This is just him back in the day when he was younger.
Yeah.
My dad is, because the food that he got from my grandmother was hot as shit. So he developed certain resistances to heat. And also we kind of did too. Oh, hang on. Go ahead.
I'm sensing energy spikes from the summit of Mount Osore. There's 2 of them.
2? Oh no! This won't be easy.
I have a bad feeling about this, but there's no turning back now.
So, my dad went to a restaurant one time and he was just hanging out with friends, and they had decorative like jalapeno pepper. They had decorative peppers on the table. Like, I guess they were essentially ghost peppers or something like that. I'm not sure.
Okay.
My dad just grabbed them and was like, fuck it, I'll eat this. And they're like, what are you doing, Crash's dad? And I was like, these aren't bad. Then he chewed on the seeds and he was like, ugh.
That's
He put away the entire thing. He just ate all of them, but he was like, when he started chewing the seeds, then he just fucked his ass up. He was like,
It's gonna burn coming in and going out, so they probably did.
My dad has done some stupid shit on his own. It's not just me. Like, my dad drank once so much that he fucking blew a blood vessel out in his eye. You could tell because there was a photo that he took with my mom at one point. I was like, oh Jesus.
Being an idiot runs in the family.
My
Apple tree, not far.
No, my dad's a lot smarter than me. My dad
Apple tree.
My dad just does like feats of strength or basically tests of metal, and he's just because he's bold and he doesn't give a fuck. I guess I don't know, man.
I don't know about you, but your entire suit of armor, I'm pretty sure you're also in a suit of metal. You know, tested in the suit of metals or whatever you said about that.
Oh, okay.
Test his metal. Test your metal.
Oh my god.
Oh, you put?
Yeah.
Oh, Guild Wars. I play Guild Wars 2. Or I don't really play it much lately, but I used to play Guild Wars 2 a lot. I have many I've got like thousands of hours of this game. They just released the cutest fucking cosmetics. It's just like a skirt with thigh-high socks and some boots to go with it.
Oh, they got the programmer outfit.
Yeah. I fucking love it when they release normal clothes. Oh, it makes me so fucking happy. I can't wait to slap something.
I know 14 does that a bunch with some of its outfits.
Yeah, for the longest time, they didn't really do much of that stuff. They would always have like armor releases. And I'm like, okay.
I
but,
like me a suit of armor.
I wanna.
do too.
Yeah, I mean, armor's fine, but I wanna,
I also liked when they did
you
that
got
whole
men's.
Sentai outfit too in 14. That was the whole reason why I kind of got back into it for a hot second.
to make something from this.
For one, I like being able to wear a suit in my video games. I don't know why. I don't know where that came from, but it's just like it. I mean, I don't know what it was, but like I remember the reason why I got into Blaze Blue is because like Cosmo wears a suit. I'm like, this is cool, and then like ever since then, it's just like if I could play a character with a suit, I will.
The largest sand dunes in Japan are the Sarugamori Dunes in Aomori Prefecture. Apparently, it's off limits for visitors. Well,
Like they have good armor. Like I just posted a picture of some armor they have in that game.
didn't know if you had an opinion on the dunes by any chance, Kala.
I've never been to Aomori.
Okay.
But hello, you live in Japan. How could
Surely
you not
must know all about it.
Going to commit Sudoku.
You guys know about Japan.
The 9 goes here. 7 here.
I'm sorry, that just reminds. I say that too. I'm gonna commit
Yeah.
Sudoku.
Sudoku.
Don't you mean seppuku? Shoves a math board in my stomach. Math is for nerds.
For the last fucking time, no one said there'd be math! I blame our schools. Why do they call him the Black Baron? He's not royalty. Yeah, and he's not even black.
Oh my god. We talked about Ghost Stories.
No, that's not from Ghost Stories. That's from Mad
Oh,
World.
it's not. Oh my god, it sounds like a joke from Ghost Stories.
No, it's from Mad World. It's Greg
rabbit.
Probst and
Because you're black.
John DiMaggio.
Oh my
Trent
god.
has opinions.
I fucking love Mad World. Mad World's great. Anarchy Reigns was kind of a weird game, but I enjoyed it. Too bad it never got a sequel or any kind of online real support, I think.
The thing I was gonna say, so like,
Ghost Stories.
so okay, so the class that I took, right, the improv and voice acting class.
Yes.
We brought up like how it's just like how because he's a director for Crunchyroll, you know, Funimation.
Yeah.
So we asked like how often does like being able to do improv happen like nowadays, like in the booth, like in actual like with anime being like a bigger thing it is now compared to like, you know, back then, and scripts being much more tight, and you also have to deal with like the companies like having people listen in. How frequently do you get to do improv? He's just like, so like, you know, with the way it is now compared to how it used to be with dubs, like, you know, you're not gonna get like the Wild West of dubbing like it was when we had stuff like Ghost Stories, right? So like occasionally, yeah, you can improv a line to if it's either, you know, kind of sounds better or it'll make more sense for the scene, because normally you'll have a writer on staff that will listen to you or will okay it. But more often than not, it's not going to happen as much anymore, and it's very few and far between. And I was just like, oh, okay. I mean, I guess I get it.
I thought the gravity would take me higher. Whoops.
When you take
me
higher.
Let's go there. Doesn't make a break. I'm done.
And
But yeah,
they
no.
say that a hero save us, I'm not gonna say he will.
Different band all entirely.
I know, that's the Nickelback.
Yeah.
So come on, get down, get down, get down. She got a trouble in her.
I am so
It's
lost.
strange that you could kind of make the same joke about both of those bands, though.
Right, I know. Yeah, but I had a good lesson. I'll leave it at that.
No, that sounds fantastic.
Why did you guys start just doing Ghost Stories bit in the booth?
No, we just brought up the fact that entire series was practically improv and you know,
Oh yeah, it was 100% improv. They didn't give a shit.
So, but apparently, from what Mark was telling us, was that like the companies after they saw that were not happy with the product.
I fucking wonder why. Gee, I wonder how they would feel about it. Tell me, Kelp, I heard that apples are good for your intestines. Could they work to alleviate an upset stomach?
Not if you're allergic
What
to
do you
them.
mean? What do you mean, could they? You're the facts person, Scoop!
I even know half the shit I'm saying if it's accurate, and I'm just...
Broly's just yapping.
I'm just spitballing here, man. What do you want from me? I'm basically sentient poo.
Look, man, you're like 30 hours into this like platform. I don't know what you want from me anymore.
Look, man, honestly, I only prepared like 30 of these. Do you know how many Snapples I've drank just this today alone? A lot.
I am scared for your intestines.
I don't drink Snapple.
Well, good thing they're apple.
Here's a fun fact.
Here's a fun fact. It's
You're
very
gonna
convenient.
die.
It's very convenient that I'm poo-shaped.
Here's a fun fact. You ask me again, I'll fucking gut you.
Here's a fun fact.
Yeah?
What's the fun fact?
Yeah? What's the fun
He
fact?
just walks away.
Just, okay!
Alright.
What's the fucking fun fact?
Scoop! Scoop, what's the fun fact?
The fun
When
fact
I know how to
is-
keep an idiot in suspense?
The fun fact is, there is no fun.
What is some trivia that we all know? What's like
Um,
the trivia that makes you feel like, yeah, I know this and I like to give it to people when it's just like, give us a fun fact.
I like I like talking about like trivia about the technical aspects of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. Like
That makes
not
sense.
like
Yes.
yeah, because like yeah, obviously I love the card game and I can talk at length about the card game, but I also like the technical aspects of the card game, like certain designs or certain inspirations behind cards or like stuff like that. And I do the same thing with Pokemon. Like I love learning about like what went into the design documents of Pokemon or like like all that sort of stuff and learning about like how they made things or the inspirations behind certain things. So I like looking into that, and whenever I see new videos about designs or stuff about like the Gen 1 mechanics or whatever, I don't know, I get really interested in it.
Thanks for the resub. Much appreciated, Game Jix.
Yay!
The trivia that I usually that seems to apply more for me, well, it's the usual trivia. It's like, oh, how did Johnny Young Bosch get in the Trigun? Oh, he was in Power Rangers. Everybody's story is different of how they actually make their journey. Japan's national route 339 is known as the Staircase Highway and is the only highway where cars aren't allowed. What the? All right.
Then it's not really a highway now, is it?
I mean, highways don't have.
The other bit of trivia that I know, I don't know the actress's name offhand, but it is a very telling. It is essentially a warning, and it's important to maintain vocal health, which is during the anime Excel Saga, the actress, either due to directing or basically, if I don't know if you guys have seen the show Excel Saga, but the main character Excel is a very energetic and a very, very, very loud character who's basically at an 11 all the fucking time, and will have to scream a lot. Well, either due to directing or just mismanagement or not taking too many risks or whatever, the actress blew out her fucking vocal cords and had to be replaced. Fortunately, she was able to, what, actually, I've been saying this bit of trivia so much. Let me go ahead and actually pull it up as soon as I find a... Give me a second.
This doesn't sound like a very fun fact.
Not a fun
I know.
fact.
This sounds like an awful
Did she recover?
It's
Just
not
tell
a
me
fun
that.
fact. It's a fucking warning.
Tell me she recovered.
You asked for trivia. You didn't ask for fun facts. Let's see. Let's see.
I think it was implied.
Let's see.
I'm worried about her.
No, I think she's fine. I think she's still doing voiceover stuff now. Let's see.
Thank God.
So, okay. Jessica Cavello. Let's see. All right. In June 2002, during the recording of the role Excel, Excel Saga, Cavello strained her voice and was replaced by Larissa Wolcott. Also replaced as the actress for Yuri and Dirty Pair by Alison Sumrall. She has since recovered and returned to voice work, although she moved to New York and worked exclusively for the next 11 years before finally moving back to Texas. Yeah, no, she blew her voice. She basically talks like this all the fucking time. Ah! And just screaming constantly. I can't do a girl voice, especially not when I'm screaming. She basically was non-stop all the fucking time, just at 11, non-fucking stop. And again, this is why people say like, hey, we're doing like damage efforts, or we're doing combat sounds, or we're doing this or that. Can we save that toward the end of the session? Can I get something to drink? Can I get my hydration to, make sure I don't fucking blow out my damn vocal cords? Because that's your moneymaker if you're a voice actor. And if you screw that up, well, guess who's in the doghouse now? You. Which it's good that she managed to, that she managed to get back into it, but...
You know whose fault this is ultimately? The people who wrote a character that's like that.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that kind of character.
Yes, there is.
What do you mean?
Isn't that more so the director's fault then? I mean,
There's
Yeah.
nobody
directing.
is like that.
It's an anime, Marcy, and also
I know, and I hate anime.
It's a comedy anime where the character is part of an evil organization. She's basically a hired goon to work for this evil, we're gonna take over the world organization, and she's the dichotomy between her and Hyatt, the other main female character, is like Excel is super dedicated to Il Palazzo, the evil dictator, and she's very fanatic about it, and gives 100% to that and every other odd job she does, and it's just a big old ball of energy. Meanwhile, Hyatt is literally fucking dying every scene that she's in, where she's like coughing up blood and just spewing it out, and she's basically just dying constantly. So she's more demure and stuff like that.
Marcy, if anything, if you're saying no one's like that, I bless that you have yet to meet someone who is like that.
Yeah,
'cause-
me. I fucking scream a
Crush
lot if you haven't you know, picked up on
Whoa.
that.
But this is like
You
this is like
scream?
a stream persona,
Thing I
right?
fucking do. Yeah, it's a stream persona, you're right.
Well,
That's one thing. And it's like there are limits.
there are
but-
definitely limits.
but
It's
it's
a
like
hit or miss
characters
show.
like-
you probably wouldn't be into it.
I mean, maybe not. Like I feel like characters yelling and screaming is funny sometimes. Like
I like hot blooded characters. That's
like-
that's just a me thing though.
Bobo 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 Bo.
Yeah.
When what's
I
the
had a
girl's
nickel.
name? The pink-haired girl's name?
Beauty.
Beauty.
Beauty, right? When
For
she
fuck's sake.
cuts in and and screams at them when they're doing something stupid, it's fucking hilarious.
Yes, because she's the straight man of the group.
Yes, it's funny. Like I think you can have characters
Read
that
this
scream.
fucking bit of trivia. I'm sorry. I hate
I'll
bit
read
of
it.
rubs.
I'll read it.
Are we back to farts again? Yay!
In the Edo period, nobility would hire people to take the blame for their farts. Oops, I might eat one of those too.
What is with this fucking game?
9 out of 10. You missed one because you called Edo instead of Edo.
What? I'm sorry, Edo.
I'm
And
I
sorry.
should have
Yeah.
known better because Edo Phoenix. I should have known better.
Life has many doors, Edo boy.
Edo, shut the fuck up. Actually.
See, that's multiple layers. That's also a Yu-Gi-Oh joke.
I'm
That's actually the original voice they had in mind for Jesse.
You're fucking with me.
The fact that the fact that you believe that's a thing that they actually considered is fucking hilarious to me.
I mean, given that he's like, it's so weird with that character. Okay, so speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh, fun fact, he's fucking Norwegian, right?
Edo Phoenix?
And Jesse.
Yeah,
Jesse
because his
Anderson.
name is Johan.
Yeah, it's Johan Anderson. They gave him a fucking southern accent for some fucking reason.
Well, look at
in
his
the dub.
outfit. It looks vaguely southern.
Crash. That boy is gayer than a $2 bill.
And there's not
Ain't
gay
nothing
people in the
southern.
South.
Ain't nothing southern about that outfit.
There's plenty of gay folk in the South, I assure you.
You know what? I'm gonna ask my
they're
wife.
just all hiding.
You know what? Let's just see what she says, because she's
I lo-
as the expert on all things gay and Yu-Gi-Oh. Let me ask her.
Devin, you're bisexual.
Yeah, but like, have you met my wife?
No, I have not. I have not had the pleasure of meeting Grim.
You should.
Ugh, I'm starting to get the chills. I can't stand it here.
Me too. Let's get out of here as soon as possible. I think strong energy readings are coming from around this area.
This man is just making up phrases. Ugh! Something's coming. Oh, deadly duo. Who do you think it's gonna be, Color?
Deadly Duo?
Yeah, who do you think it's gonna be?
Not the red oni and blue oni?
Make your guess now.
Hagamame Chan.
Very good. Very good,
Hagamame-chan.
Equi. Hagamam. Musashi!
Oh my
Obake-chan!
gosh.
Musashi and Kojiro.
Oh my god.
Musashi
By the
Miyamoto
way-
and Kojiro Sasaki. Legendary
By the
rivals.
way-
Oh, that's what you meant. I didn't realize they're part of the. Okay. Got it.
By the way, Grim says that he's gay and European.
Yeah. That's fine. That's you, Color.
Oh, it's Musashi and Kojiro! They're the swordsmen from history!
Huh? Does that mean they came back from the...
It's the dreadful jutsu that resurrects the dead! To think that the Festival of Truth would stoop this low to take over Nippon! Bakeru! We can't allow this to go on! We must fight!
First heroes, now master swordsmen. Why are many of my opponents always so strong? Okay, enough complaining. I need a win to impress Gogyo.
Really not. Gee.
Oh my god! I just remembered. I had that thing this morning where you wake up with like a.
What was
really
the
low
book
voice.
that Musashi made? It was like the 10 Rings, right?
I do not. What were you saying, Equi?
I was just remembering how I woke up this morning and my voice was so fucking deep. It was like,
Yeah.
God, I wish I
Look
could.
at this area.
Like it was so.
Was it
it
deeper
was so
than the
low.
bit that we were doing during the mana stream?
Oh, hello, babe.
Fucking Dennis.
Dennis.
No, it was, and it was just like my regular talking voice. It was like,
Yeah, because in the morning, that's when your voice is deepest.
yeah, it is. But this was like just obscene.
Oh.
Like I can't even replicate how low it was now.
That's the thing. Sometimes like I wouldn't try to replicate it. I mean, unless you can do it naturally. You know, of your own ability. Don't rely on something that's only temporary because of like how your body is currently acting at that moment. That's like I get tempted of like, oh man, I just blew up my fucking throat. Is that thing T-posing?
It is.
Absolutely
Okay.
is. Oh, it's me. It's dead.
Like whenever I had like a cold or something like that, I don't want to use that voice because that would require me to actually get in that condition to have replicated again, which is not healthy or safe.
Yeah, no, I mean,
my
not
God.
for other voice acting purposes, but
Oh my god.
Hakobera.
Hakobera.
What does that mean, Color?
Hako means box most of the time. I don't know.
She can box? She's a boxer?
Boxer.
Cool. She's like Ippo.
Should I take her? Does
Echo,
Echo,
you
wanna
haven't
take
done
her?
a voice. Why don't you go ahead
Yeah,
and
do
take this
a
one?
voice.
Phew, you saved me. I'm the
Yes, go for it, girl.
Go
Oh my
for it.
God.
Get in there.
I'm the prettiest Nanakusa girl. My name's Hakobara. Hakobara?
Yeah.
Hakobara.
Hakobera.
Thanks a bunch, but I'm only into dapper guys.
I love her.
You haven't got a chance. Don't waste your time. Hee hee.
Huh? What's your deal? I already don't like this kid.
Calm down, Bakeru. We have Huckleberry safe and sound. That's all that matters. Oh, I'm sorry about her. She's not a bad kid, just overly self-conscious.
Anyway, we have more important things to talk about. Suzushiru and Suzuna headed to the Kanto region, Kanto region to take on Oracle Saitaro.
Via Pokemon.
So they're both in the Kanto region. Those two are strong, so they must have tried to fight by themselves. I hope they're okay.
They're dead.
Don't
Oh,
worry,
shit.
Nazuna. We'll find them.
Once we gather all the Nanakusa girls, we can finally use the Nanakusa healing jutsu!
Then it's decided. We're off to Kanto.
Hakobera's
you-
a grass.
Oh!
I need
It's
to
a
look at
plant.
the other ones that we rescued earlier in the stream so that
They're
you can...
all grass or plants. I'm sure.
Speaking
of it.
of the last one we saved in stream, it was very funny because it was like a baby. So it was like goo goo ga ga ba ga ba ba, and then it spoke through telepathy. So I was just like, "Hello, I am the next Nanakusa girl."
I am the baby.
My deepest fear is lawnmowers.
Gotta love me. I'm the baby.
Gotta love me. I'm the baby.
Goo goo
That's
gaga.
amazing.
What now?
Amazing.
Oh yeah, I know those because I learned that they were the original Japanese from Jesse and James. That's pretty neat. Right?
Yeah, that is
Musashi and
true.
Samurai Warriors first time. Wait, Jesse and James were called Musashi and Kojiro?
Yeah,
Who was who?
That
was-
makes sense.
that was their original names.
Who was
I
who?
think Jesse was Musashi. I think I don't remember. I'm not 100% certain because this is kind of like a little kind of new information.
Kojiro in one of my favorite animes I like manga I like to
Jesse
read.
is Musashi.
Yeah,
Jesse is Musashi.
Gotcha.
Kojiro is James.
One of my favorite manga is Record of Ragnarok, and Kojiro is one of the combatants for mankind's side, and his title is the world's greatest loser because he got his ass kicked by Musashi. And everybody was getting all upset. It was like, why isn't Musashi fighting instead of Kojiro? And it's like, actually, I lost, but I learned everybody else's fighting style, so I was able to improve my big sword fighting, and I was actually the best one. And he was also the first one to get a win.
There's the baby.
There's the
Baby.
baby. Their name
There's
is
the baby.
Hatoke Noza.
Hotoke.
Wa Gugu Gaga.
Some milk would be nice about now.
What kind of grass is that, Color?
I don't know. I'm looking it up right now. Hotoko no.
Google?
I have no
Hotoke.
idea.
It's like that one character from Unlosing Ranger versus Dark Death Evil Man, the Super Baby.
What?
There's a character in Dark Death Evil Man called the Super Baby, and it's a superhero.
What the fuck is Dark Death Evil Man?
We talked about this before, Devin.
Yeah, and I've got the memory of a goldfish
It's
cracker,
a
my
Nipponichi
guy.
software title that's kind of like a dungeon crawler / roguelike, where you make your own superhero, and you get your own unique theme.
Okay, there's gotta be a joke here.
Okay, how about
There's-
Seti?
Seti?
That's this
Seti.
one, the one who's dressed up like a
Oh.
little dinosaur.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, that's adorable. Oh my gosh. I don't know. There's no kanji with it. How would I understand?
Well, you knew this one.
Huh?
You knew Hakobeta.
Hakobeta.
And you knew
Hakobeta 'cause
Gogyo.
I knew Gogyo because that was from before.
Hakobeta.
Hakobeta.
Yeah. It's like a little you know those plants that have like a bunch of little round leaves on it? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. It's the small tiny round leaves that you see on like normal, flora in like pictures and such.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe I'm just too art pilled.
I remember watching Hercules versus Jack the Ripper, being like, "Wow, that was cool. I should watch more of this," and then not. Yeah, the anime is a bit weird. It's a slideshow. The manga is pretty cool though. But they did get George Newbern to voice Heracles, so that was pretty cool.
Oh. Seti is Japanese parsley.
Ah. Parsley, you say?
Parsley.
Delicious. Delicious parsley. It is getting a tad late. And I need to go pick up all the other collectibles that I miss. So next time I'll have more trivia for Color to, enlighten us on. But in the meantime, Tez is playing, so I'm gonna go ahead and raid Tez.
Yay!
That sounds fun. They're doing some Monster Hunter, some Monhun. I'll be back on Thursday, provided my thing doesn't fuck my ass up too hard. Do some Mega Man. Friday, I might do some fight games. I think that's the game plan. And then Saturday is gonna be the live dub on Ackle stream, but I'll see about doing something during the day. And then Sunday, I guess back to Freedom Planet. And then come the future, I'll be doing Balan
I'm so sorry.
and other scary games.
Is this gonna be a drinking game?
Probably. If
Okay.
FF13 is a drinking game, Balan sure as fuck will be.
I'll bring my own drinks.
Anyway, thank you
I
so
won't
much to
bring
Equi, Devin, and Color for joining me and
Don't
enlightening me and just having fun. You guys go ahead and enjoy Tez's stream. I believe they're still doing. Wow, that's
Do we
a
get
very
a
high
raid
level.
call?
Crash stream. Yeah, Crash raid. I'll come up with a cooler one
Crash
later on the line.
raid!
But may
Crash raid.
your lives be as bright as an exploding star. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye.